2, 10. Ray, wide 20. Wide 20.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting edition of This Week in Madden Show 189. We've got a special guest in the house tonight. We got Boogz in the building. He competed in the Madden Challenge out in Burbank, California, made his way to San Francisco, ultimately lost the problem. I'm actually co-hosting tonight with two guys who let problem score 38 points on them. The only difference is Boogz put up 35, and it was a very tough game, and then we saw last week. But let's actually look into the show and see what we have planned tonight.
Gonna start the show by throwing shade, Farls?
We've got golden ticket reviews. We've also got a big game coming in. Boogz against Dubby. So Dubby's a very good opponent, tough opponent, and we're going to put Boogz to the test against him. So at 9 o'clock tonight, guys, we're going to have a very challenging game. After the show, we'll go get Dubby's thoughts on his channel as he's going to break down how the game went from his perspective. We've got final edition reviews. Some new items came out today. We're going to talk about the top man-beating tips, traits for wide receivers, defensive mindset, play call tips, and a little bit of a breakdown from the actual, not the Saints playbook, but it is the Bengals playbook. So let's let Boogz take it over and talk a little bit about a play in the red zone. So right now you're in the Bengals playbook.
We're in the Cincinnati Bengals playbook. We're going to go to Gun Ace Twins offset, and we're going to let Boogz take it away. Talk about what makes this one of your favorite red zone scoring plays or formations in the game. So here you go. Your stick is yours. I'll play defense.
The mic is yours, sir.
All right. The stand is yours.
So basically, a lot of guys, when you get in the red zone, a lot of guys go cover two for the most part. So I come out in, what's the name of this play again? X-Spot.
X-Spot, yeah.
And the first thing I come out and do is smart route, the B route, the corner route. So whether you're up here at the 2-yard line, and so it's more like a slant out, kind of Madden 11 style or Madden 12 style, or whether you're at the 10, and it's a more full-fledged corner route.
So when you smart route it,
changes the
depth of the route, obviously, and it'll actually run it to the end zone or to the first down marker. So here you see that B route be much longer than it was earlier. That's a pretty nice tip right there.
Exactly. And so most guys are going to go cover two, and so the flat route is going to suck down that corner on the left side. So it's a simple read.
Right.
Even though the safety just did some really glitchy stuff there.
We call it talking dog syndrome, right? So it's like one of those things where, hey, I swear to God, my dog talks. And then the second you go to show somebody, the dog looks at you and just like, "Her?" Right? That happens all the time on national live.
Exactly. But the main point is, in most cases, that corner route is going to be wide open. And you just pretty much bullet pass them and lead them if you need to. And just press A, possession, catch it, and get the toe tap in the back of the end zone.
That's Earl Thomas is looking pretty strong there.
Yeah, but do this. Back it up about 5 more yards as well. For some reason, the safety's playing it really well. But what makes this play really effective is your opponent has to worry about stopping. You can run it here. They have to worry about stopping the inside zone because the inside zone's so dominant from this set.
Exactly.
So they're like, I know that when I'm trying to stop formations like this in the red zone, the first thing I'll do is I do go to cover two. And then I take my safety and like I'll get really aggressive with them. I'll usually drop them out of the deep zones and then I'll user one because the exact area of the field where you're attacking here is where I know that people have a very difficult time attacking in the red zone. So I take my safeties out of the equation. So a lot of times, like your example here, like you run the play now, like snap the ball, like it's all right, you're all good.
I click to the run play.
You're good. But that's something you have to watch out for.
That's what makes the play that much more effective because you have to worry about the inside zone. You have to respect the inside zone. And so most people do hop on that safety.
Right, like this. And I'm up here, and the next thing I know, I'm in trouble.
Exactly.
And that's where that comes into play there. So combination of inside zone. You do want to run the ball from this formation in the red zone, but this passing play is really important. And the key thing here is show your play out, Boogz. So take a look, everyone at home. Look at the depth of that B route. So this guy right here, B, right here, Jones. Now, quickly smart route that route. And look at the depth that changes. So the way you actually make that command happen is you call your coverage audible, which is Y. Then you hit the receiver's icon, which is B. And then you hit RB on Xbox One or R1 on PlayStation 4. And that's going to hot route or smart route the receiver towards the depth of the end zone. Now, if you move the rock, we'll move the football up to like the 5-yard line. This is the difference here.
This is big. This is big. I don't think we smart route in the end zone enough.
No, definitely not. After this, I will.
That's
now,
the most important thing to do when you're in the red zone.
Routes. Show the depth again of the routes. Okay, everyone see the depth, and you can see where he's going to run towards like a vertical into the end zone, and now smart route it. Now it changed the depth. Now, if you move the rock even closer, you'll see an even more drastic smart route. And this is going to give you the same timing. That's what's effective of this, right? It's the same timing of as you would have if you're at the ball at the 15-yard line. So now it's like a slant out.
Yeah, now it's a slant out. That's the smart routed version.
So now, like, I'm thinking inside zone. I'm like all out, sell out, inside zone.
Yeah, there's not really a route from the slot that goes that way except a flat, and a flat would be covered by the flat. So therefore, you're not really thinking of this play at first.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? Wow.
See, and that's a tough area to defend.
Yeah.
Let me leave the deep zone there. I don't think the deep zone can get over there. Like, I really don't think he's going to get over there.
When it's more of like the slant out version, the deep zone's not going to play it as well as he will, you know.
So here it is. Oh, yeah, that is a tender. Oh, that is a tender area of the field. That's like a filet mignon right there.
Would you ever smart route the A route?
No.
Which route is A?
Don't smart route the A route.
No.
Here's the beauty in the A route. Whether you're at the 2-yard line, 5-yard line, the great thing about it is using your pass controls and you high bullet pass.
Gotcha. Yep.
High bullet pass them, aggressive catch. The chances of you throwing an interception are slim to none.
Right.
And so it's still a high percentage pass. Well, it's a low risk pass. I'm not going to say high percentage pass, but it's a low risk pass, high reward.
Very important to high point it, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
so you want to hold down
point it.
LB, L1 when you throw that route to the tight end across the middle, and he'll go up big for it. That's pretty big. We saw. I think Skimbo he didn't have this route, but he had a route where he was hitting the tight end right in that area of the field, and he was getting a good animation.
Skimbo, great play from there. Yeah, that was a big play for him.
So another thing to do, once people kind of catch on to what you're doing.
Yep.
People tend to either play on that safety on the left side, or they'll play on that that middle linebacker right there, and they'll try to lurk the corner out.
Okay.
So what they do
wide open. Yeah, I see it.
and that's what leaves the X route wide open.
Yeah.
So the play just opens up on its own. And so if people oversell to the left side, that's when,
like, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna man him up on here, and then I'm gonna do here. All right. Okay. And I'm gonna watch for the spot because I got that. I got a buzz, manned up, and a flat over there. And I'm gonna play open top coverage. I'm taking away that corner.
Yeah.
Snap the ball, and I'm gonna sit, and then you leave that wide open over the middle of the field. Gotcha.
Even though I didn't get the animation.
Everyone gets it. Don't worry about that. Totally. I mean, you see it happening. You see the things happening. So I know there's a couple guys in the chat asking this question, and people are thinking this. What happens if you move the ball to the left hash, or what happens if the ball's on the right hash? Because eventually, you're going to be in that scenario. Yeah. Does that change what you're doing?
No, this doesn't change what I'm doing at all. I mean, if it's in an offline mode where I have audibles, I mean, I definitely have a little bit more of an advantage on you, because now I can audible to a different play, which is I'll show you the play. Or even if you don't have audibles and you know that your opponent's going to start selling out on the X spot.
Yep.
That's when I go to Bengal sell.
Ooh.
Same concept. Always coming out.
Gotcha.
And smart routing the corner route. That's the first thing
I gotta start doing that way more.
I come out, smart route the corner route. And so now you're going to sell out on the left side.
Right.
The flat route from the running back is a very effective route, and so he's going to be man. He's going to get underneath flat zones, and so you have the combination of the two.
And to stop inside zone, you're going to generally, if you're playing man and you haven't switched to cover 2 in the red zone, you're going to bring his defender over to stop Bernard. He's then going to have that little flat leak route that you could probably hit all day. I hate defending this play.
Yeah.
This concept.
This is tough.
This
is
mixture
tough.
of inside zone with the corner route and the Bernard route is, to me, one of the best It's one of the hardest things for me to stop. I haven't found a way to really run on offense that works well for me, but I can't stop it on defense. So I'm always like, anytime I see it, I'm like, wow, this is really good.
So that's pretty much what I do.
That's tough.
When people start to sell out, and then, because I'm run last, that's when I go.
Yep.
That's when I start to run.
Yep.
After I've gotten you to overcommit and sell out for the corner routes and the combinations between those two plays.
Yeah, I mean, everyone in the chat right now is already saying this is the tip of the year, and for good reason. I think that one of the hardest things to do in this year's game is to pass effectively when you get in this area. You can throw your little dink and dunks, you can throw drags, you can have screens, but it's very difficult to attack vertically in the red zone. The zones play really well, and it looks as though this is a play that is something that people can add to their arsenal, and you're going to be able to find these concepts in a lot of different playbooks. It's not like this is a play or formation or anything that you can't find elsewhere.
Yeah, so this is gun ace twins.
Yep.
It can be offset. It can be the basic gun ace twins. Any one of them will work.
So check this out. Just to show how you can carry it over, it doesn't have to be that one set. Go to gun ace offset, and we can show how it would look similar here. So if you go down to Y sail, so you go to Y sail.
I know a playbook that has Y sail.
So let's just try the same concept out of this. Now smart route A. Now I think you would probably want to drag B.
Yeah,
you'd want to clear him out.
Yeah, you want to clear him out.
So drag B.
If you don't clear him out, you're setting yourself up to throw a pick.
So now, guys, we're in a different formation, but we're showing the same concept and how it would work from formation to formation. And that's when you take your Madden game to the next level. You take a fire tip that Boogz has given to you, and you carry it to make it unique and make it your own. So drag B here, and let's see if we can get the same result that we had, similar result as our main formation. So snap the ball.
Before I snap the ball.
Sure.
Me personally, I wouldn't leave Y on that hitch route.
Okay.
Because you're pretty much, let's just say, obviously you're expecting RB or A to get open or to pretty much, those are your stars of this play. But if you have to check down to the drag, he's running right at the hitch. And so depth-wise, you want to change that route.
Yep.
You don't want to put him on a slant, because if you put him on a slant, he's taking the zones right into the corner route. So me personally, I'd probably do an in route.
Yep.
Because it's a little bit slower, a little bit more delay. It takes time. And so now, if they do guard the corner route and they jump down on the drag, then that gives you an opportunity to throw the in route to Y.
Gives you an option. Yep. So let's try it out here. Let's see if the corner opens, gets in that tender area of the field. A little different. It was a little different.
Yeah.
But that's why you test them. That's why you lab them.
That's exactly why you lab it.
All right. Well, listen. We got a fire tip there from Boogz. Everyone in the chat, type 1 if you like that chat. If you like that tip from Boogz, and we can get on to starting the show.
Yeah, let's get to. That was just the prequel. That's the preamble to the show. Then we roll the credits. And then we hit the lights. Reminder, guys, at 9 o'clock tonight. By the way, if you like that tip from Boogz, check out the graphic on the bottom of the screen. Twitch.tv/OG_Boogz. That's his Twitch channel. He streams over there. So make sure to give him a follow tonight. If you like that tip, you get to see more of him play games in action. He mixes up. He's not just a muck guy. He plays all modes. He'll run audibles. He plays against top competition. So you're going to see good gameplay in the building.
Yeah, guys, we're going to put his Twitch channel in the chat. So if you guys want to go over there, give the man a follow. Boogz, when do you stream typically?
Typically, it is between the hours of 5 and 9 Eastern time.
All right, 5 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern. Go check out his channel, one of the best players in the world, sitting right here next to me. You might learn a thing or two from him.
Indeed. So, real quick, just so you guys remember, it's not just one tournament Boogz has been in.
It's not.
He won the Duracell event last year.
Mm-hmm.
Won himself a trip to the Super Bowl. He's been playing for a long time. Made a run in the Virgin Gaming Madden 13.
Yep.
And 12.
And 12. And then he competed back way before that on PS2 or was it 360? Like back in the older era.
Yeah, that was the older era.
Have you been playing any of the Draft Champ Season 2?
No, I haven't touched Season 2. I think I played one game, but I don't really remember. But I haven't really touched Season 2 yet. I'm actually planning to start getting a couple games in, but I haven't played it really.
Now, when you played in the Madden Challenge in Draft Champ Season 1, where'd you end up on the leaderboard, and who did you have to face? Who was tough? Who was good? Who was not good?
I think I was number 62.
Ooh.
Somewhere in that range. 62-ish.
Nice.
Oh.
All right.
And then I actually played Dubby in the round robin to get to Burbank.
So he made it to the round robin.
He made it to the round
You
robin.
were in the round robin.
And pretty much our game was whoever won that game
Got in.
And that
So
was
he's looking for some.
So you think he wants revenge? I don't think he doesn't know he's playing you. I think he thinks he's playing one of us.
Oh, okay.
So he's probably found out by now, but he's gonna get his shot at revenge if he
Wow.
wants it.
You've done him dirty, Farls.
So it'll be interesting to watch tonight at 9 o'clock, guys. All right, let's jump into some questions in the mailbag. We got questions in the chat. Make sure to give the channel a follow and give Boogz channel a follow too. We'll start it off with some golden ticket reviews. S. Gibbs, Bo Jackson here. Golden ticket. Do you want to crush it, or do you think it's okay?
I mean, I love the item, but there's one rating that stands out to me that really hurts my soul. It hurts my innards. It hurts everything about me, and it's that 93 agility.
Did not really get an upgrade from the 92 that he had.
Man, 93 agility is really low. Especially when you saw some of the upgrades to the awareness and the ball carrier vision. Also, very important ratings, but for the halfback, you'd like to see that rather the swap between agility and ball carrier vision. Switch it over from 100 agility, 93 ball carrier vision. You'd like to see that, but I mean, I still think this guy can. He can still ball. Like, there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
He can still play. What I'll say, and what I said on YouTube, is that I feel bad for the person that made this item, and I think what happened is, if you pull a golden ticket and you don't have an elite team, you're just a guy that plays Ultimate Team, you happen to have some pro packs lying around from doing your journey solos. You pull a golden ticket, you don't have Bo Jackson.
Right.
You get to create any item you want. You might have said, I'm a Raiders fan growing up, I'm never going to be able to get the coins to get Bo Jackson. Now I get to make a Bo Jackson, and I just want a better version of the one I have, and then you get a chance to actually have him in your lineup.
Right.
So you're not thinking, from a community perspective of, what item would best change the meta of competitive Madden play? How could I get Bo Jackson, to be a headache for other users if I increase his agility? You're just like some kid that's like, I really want to play with Bo Jackson. Wow, this first Bo Jackson must be good. I want the newest one, and I get to use it. That's crazy. So, would I have chosen those ratings for the Bo Jackson? No, but if I'm a guy at home and I'm not really concerned about that, I just want to use Bo. So.
Yeah.
Boogz, do you have a favorite running back you've used in Ultimate Team, or a guy you've seen that's the guy I need?
I played against a Chris Johnson that was killing me.
Yeah.
But I don't really run the ball, so I really don't know who's great, to be honest, because I run the ball maybe 3-4 times a game.
He's giving away his scheme right here, unless he changed it, unless he's just setting people up. We'll have to see later tonight. We'll go through another golden ticket here, Gibbs. Landon Collins. This guy was also very polarizing. I saw many tweets that had tears actually built into them because of the 66 man coverage.
It's low.
It's low if you play man coverage.
It's
if
low.
you do not play man coverage, I don't know if the people that were complaining and crying ran cover zero blitzes all game long, and this card's now not available to them.
Yeah.
And they had to sound off. They couldn't just be like, oh, no, that card won't work for my scheme. I'm going to move on.
Right.
But they seemed really distraught about it. He has 98 speed, 99 excel, 95 zone coverage, 97 hit power. He's a strong safety. That's insane.
Yeah, I think I have run exactly 0 plays this year where my strong safety was in a cover 0 situation. Excuse me. Now, there have been times where I have put my strong safety, matched him up in a zone and put him man-to-man on somebody, but there's very, very few instances where I need my strong safety who I want up in the box to play man coverage. So I don't think that was an oversight. I think someone specifically looked at his rating and said I can make a really well-rounded, fast big hit power, zone coverage, safety. So I actually really like that item. I like the high-end everything. Like, He's not super, 102 hit power somewhere. But I really don't value hit power as much as I have in years past.
Just Cam Chancellor.
That's
it.
That's a personal way I feel about the game this year. Is like I look at hit power compared to I've looked at it in the past, and I just don't value it as much as I once did.
He's got 98 speed. I mean,
that's what I like about him. 98 speed.
Yeah, I think we gotta reset the way we look at items. I know that the Easter lane's out there and is very fast, but I mean, if you look at this guy athletically, it's insane.
Right.
You could use him. You could cover a lot of ground.
Bugs, what do you think of this Landon Collins?
His man coverage, I don't know. I'm starting to become more and more of a fan of man coverage.
Mm-hmm.
And even more so than that, cover 0.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, if he's going to be out there on the island, he got to be.
He can't be. He can't be. You would just move on.
Exactly.
Would you send a crying tweet about it though?
I'll do so.
Next up is Golden Ticket Dion.
Here's a boy I can play.
I think this Dion's a miss also. Yeah, I think this Dion's a miss.
You can say that with a straight face?
Yeah, I think this Dion's a miss.
Really?
Because Dion's get mossed. Everyone's capable of getting spectacularly caught on. And what makes Dion a liability is his strength, his block shed, his ability support in the run game. And this Dion didn't really do anything to quell those tackle, strength, block shed. Therefore, with 41 block shed, you can't play on my team because I already have guys that are just as good as you. You didn't really get a huge upgrade. Your first edition was already amazing. Now you got a second edition Dion. He's awesome. But what's the difference between a 100-man and 103-man? I don't know. So
I think a lot.
You didn't quell my fears of leaving Dion out on an island. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I still think he's the best corner in the game. Him or probably the Cromartie. Cromartie's 6'2" now. The 48-hour Cromartie. Like I think he's an absolute monster. 103-man coverage is ridiculous, especially if you play 99 Mandy.
We'll see. We'll see if it adds up. The original Dion has not stacked, in my opinion.
Listen, I'm not going to disagree that his 41 block shed is really bad. Yeah, we could have boosted that up a little bit and enjoyed that. He had one-on-one man coverage already, so I understand we didn't need to go up 2 points to go to 103-man coverage.
You're right.
So I understand.
So you spent a whole category there when they probably would have given you like 20 to 30 block shed for the 3 points of speed it cost you to get.
But then at that point you're gonna have 70 block shed.
What does 70 block
shed do for you?
Has anyone ever had a Dion be outran, the original base Dion? Have you ever had him be beaten on a streak?
Very few guys deep one-on-one. Outside of the game in the beginning of the year where they would split the safeties, or like the weird cover 3 scenario from like cover the 4 verticals. No, not one-on-one, just mano-a-mano like Madden 08 style.
So
Bethel Johnson PS2
faster?
days. Yeah. All right, I'm cool. Yeah,
Next and final guy. A guy who got some actual upgrades here is Johnny Manziel. 98 speed. He's got 99 throw on the run, 100 throw power, 98 deep, and short and mediums up there, 99, 98. Is this the best quarterback in Ultimate Team, Gibbs?
YES. Yes.
There's nothing about this. Even though he has a paranoid trait, and if he's under pressure, the game will force a bad throw potentially.
And we'll move on from him. He's a great quarterback.
Guess we'll find out. If he's not, I'll bench him.
Boogz will be using Johnny Manziel in the game tonight, and we're going to have to see if he can get the job done with it. That's it for some Golden Ticket reviews for right now. Let's jump into our first question in the mailbag. This kind of is similar to the Bo question we talked about, but how important is agility and acceleration in halfbacks?
I would say that...
which would you rather have?
I think agility for this year's game is more important than acceleration. And I say that because of all the cutting you see people do with inside zones, and I see like the most agile backs in the game can really cut and really crank the stick back. Like think back old school when you would crank the stick back and you do the user jukes on people.
Yeah. So give me this, Bernard. Try and get to the right. So if inside zone, try and get to the right side of the line.
Crank it to the right, Boogz, on the inside zone here. So I think agility comes into play when you do this type of run here, and I think it really matters.
Yeah.
Like it really matters for you to like really get that quick little and then cut up field. I don't see acceleration being as important, and I would say it's mainly because of this one run. If it was outside this one run, I would say acceleration is probably more important. But because you have the ability to cut this run left, right, and up the middle, you really need a guy that can then just make all those cuts, and that's my opinion.
Which would you rather go with? Do you have a back type that you like? Is there like a team you use with a back that you're like, wow, this guy's like feels faster than he is? Or
I definitely think that agility is a little bit more important in this Madden. Definitely for the reasons that Gibbs said, because of the being able to cut back and pretty much just stop at the drop of a dime and go where you need to go. But at the same time, I don't find acceleration as important when you're getting up there in the speeds and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, on the last 2 to 3 Maddens, anybody can be caught. Like, the game it's a lot slower. So so that acceleration is almost irrelevant, because
I've been tackling the open
that
field a couple times.
You can get caught. You can have a 100 speed, 100 acceleration guy and still get caught by somebody who's 93 speed, just because that's just the way the game is. So agility has a little bit more value when it comes to juking and
like right there. That was nice.
Do you consider that juke move though, or agility?
No, I think that was a juke move. I would say that's juke.
Yeah. Shout out to Captain KT for the sub hype. Once you guys back the ball up, we'll get some more gameplay style tips coming up right here. This is another good question from the Bull. Best man coverage formation. Do you, when you play man coverage, Boogz, have a favorite formation you go to? Do you like the quarters 1-3-7, the dime 1-4-6? I know D Jones was a quarters guy. I'm a big dime guy. Gibbs is a nickel 3-3-5 odd guy.
I like lately what I've been doing is I run dime, but I don't do it the same way.
Like dime normal?
Dime normal.
Dime normal.
But I baseline and press. And I get really crazy with my adjustments, and so, the far right cornerback may be on a flat zone, So I just do a lot of different random things. So I've been playing around with that. And then another thing I've been doing is big nickel and big nickel strong and coming out in cover zero and
gassing.
And zoning some people and pretty much sending 2 people.
Saying beat me, tip the cap if they can. Just calling crazy defenses.
Yeah, beat me if you can.
I like it.
But at the same time, it works. I find it effective. But that's also, I typically do that on regular teams more and not really on mud. So we'll find out. I may test it, may not. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, we'll see. One thing I will note for the game of the week, Boogz will be using a different playbook than he's used to. He's got some plays that he needs, but maybe doesn't have this full arsenal that he might go with, so we'll see how that affects him as we get into the game of the week. Once again, we got Dubby taking on Boogz. You can follow Boogz on twitch.tv/OG_Boogz. And if you want to watch Dubby play, it's twitch.tv/Dubby3581. We're going to go live there after the show. And he is going to, I believe he has some giveaways and, of course, a review of kind of how he played, how the game went, his thoughts on it. So give him a follow over there, Dubby3581. All right, next question in the mailbag here. We've got it from Haters Keep. Does the play ball trait work for wide receivers, Gibbs? So, your thoughts on that aggressive play ball trait. People loved it last year. They don't love it as much this year. Do you find it work for wide receivers? Is that something you'd want to see?
I don't really see it. I haven't seen many scenarios where like you throw the ball up and it's such an inaccurate throw where then the receiver has to like go and play the ball as a defender. So I would say,
do you think that's what it would work for? Or do you think it means like he'll play the ball like...
That's how my mind thinks it would look at it. I look at it as a defensive trait, and if it's a defensive trait, then the offensive player isn't going to play for it. So that's how I interpret it and how I look at it. But Boogz, do you have any thoughts on it?
Do you believe in traits? Like, do you look at your guys' traits, or
I don't really. The traits that I do look at is like the clutch ratings and stuff like that to see what my quarterback's going to do really in the clutch. But other than that, I don't really pay too much attention to clutch ratings. But I do like the play ball. I don't think I've seen it too much. I just know if I'm in trouble, I just press aggressive catch. I feel like that's the play ball trait to me. If it's a pass where you don't know what's going to happen, just aggressive catch. And 9 times out of 10 is gonna hit the ground at the worst case scenario. So
Yeah, I actually like that kind of idea thinking. Like, I guess thinking of it that way, yes, play ball if they have it as aggressive, like if their trait is aggressive or it's balanced, then like they're going to go for like the possession, or if it's aggressive, they're going to go more so towards that aggressive catch. So that's actually a really good way to look at it. And that could potentially be, that might be how it actually works under the hood.
yeah,
It's legit. Legit.
All right.
Ask the tough questions to Boogz.
Here we go. Next mailbag question. This one is from Cal Cruel Gibbs. We need you to get on that Mudhead and find the best impact
Shout
player.
out to Calc Rule.
Ask great questions. Best impact player for 500,000 coins. So he doesn't want an offensive lineman, defensive lineman. He wants somebody he can get in there and make an impact with. For me, I would say probably the middle linebacker Kendricks has been good for me. I also think for some reason the Combine Patrick Peterson is about by a mile the best item I've used. I know you won't really get to user him and mix it up all that much, but he's made the most plays on defense for me. So Gibbs is sorting over here by price. We'll bring up Mudhead and take a quick look at it.
The AP positional hero.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Vic is only for
That's
Vic's 500K. That's the Ultimate Edition.
It's
That's
still
not-
good. That's good. It's Michael Bennett can ball. He's only Eric Berry. No, love this Brooks. Love this Brooks.
Derek Brooks?
I mean, for a guy that can play all out coverage, to have a corner at linebacker, a lot of value there. I think Des Bryant. That he's not the Ultimate Legend. Cromartie, not the Ultimate Legend. You could get. There's a lot of Ultimate Legends under. Let me see. AP's up there. Von Miller. That's a really good Von Miller.
UL Rod Woodson could do it, yeah.
Gilbert Brown. If you're into D tackles, like I love dominant D tackles.
Doesn't want a D tackle. Wants an impact player. I mean, me and Joe Green. For
They are
326
impact players.
is a
They are absolutely impact players.
It's not what he asked for.
Set it and forget it. All right.
I'm just relaying the question. I would get the Mean Joe Green too. That's who I would recommend.
I might recommend this AP for everyone else that's on this list, unless there's someone like I'm overlooking here.
Okay, so you're thinking Peterson.
What are you thinking here?
I get my Rex. I would say
Harrison too.
You know.
Come on. I know you don't want to D-tackle, but for 184K, I can get you into a position here. Damon Harrison right now, 99 strength, 100 block shed, 95 power move for a D-tackle for 184K.
that's high value.
It's good value.
Let's see if there's anyone else on that list here. See, there's a lot of Ultimate Legends.
That's the guy right there.
Yeah.
It's not the 48 hour, but the Calvin Johnson Ultimate Legend for 435K, 6'5", 95 speed, 96 catch in traffic, 94 route running, 99 spectacular catch, 99 jump.
So you're saying that the Ultimate Legends would be the place to go to grab your value.
I think there's a lot. There appears to be a lot of value on the stock Ultimate Legends being under that 500K mark. There was a Cromartie. There was Calvin Johnson. Who else was there? Calvin. There was the Gilbert Brown. The Michael Vick. And I think there was one more. And the Des Bryant. So there's a lot of value there for Ultimate Legend wise. So maybe start there. Start looking at the Ultimate Legends. Not the 48-hour ones, but the regular stock Ultimate Legends. Not the boss versions.
All right, there you go, Cal. Next question is from W. Pool. He wants to know, there's a green ring under his wide receiver when he's holding L1. Does anybody know what that does? Have you ever seen it? He says when he throws deep downfield,
Move the ball back.
he holds L1 and a green ring goes under his receiver.
I've never seen it.
I'm not sure what it means. I don't know if it means like a high point pass. I'm not sure if you're doing it after. I'm not sure if you're doing it before. I don't understand, but we had a question about the ring earlier that flashed on a defensive player that we didn't know about. So maybe this is something similar, or maybe he's just seeing something. Maybe it's only in game. Maybe it's that was there.
What was that?
I believe it has something to do with the.
Normally happens to me when I overthrow a high pointed pass.
That definitely was there.
Oh,
just setting heaters. Sorry.
It's just practice mode heat, you know.
Scream! It's crazy how they scream at you in
Practice
mode.
Yeah. Yeah. What is that? What is that?
Is
What
it
is it?
connected to the catch button animations?
I've never seen it before. Well, we got a new question we can ask. I don't know. That's a good question.
The pitch
So-
button? No.
Passing. It's a high pass.
No. Pre-play.
Ball in air. Defensive assist? No. All right, we're gonna
Pass
have to ask.
protection? Pass protection? We're going to ask and we're going to get you an
says
answer.
It's the target, but I don't know what it is.
We're going to have to go and...
The target is the yellow circle, I thought.
This
Yeah.
is our challenge for the week to bring to you guys, let you guys know. Let's see. Pass protection.
Good question. Very good question.
Do it again. Is it always this green?
Let's do it one more time here. Shout out to Danatage in the chat.
I love. There's always the theories. Like there's always these like theories people have. I love seeing.
All right, so here we're holding down LB. After we throw to receiver, we see a green icon underneath, but we don't know exactly
Don't
what
aggressive
it
catch.
means.
Don't aggressive catch this time. Just like do LB, L1 or LB, and then like possession catch on.
So it's a high point pass then?
Oh, it's a high point pat.
I mean, is it if you're not pressing it with the receiver?
Yeah, let's see if I don't press LB, what happens. It still doesn't. I didn't press LB that time.
What'd you do?
Until after?
No, I never press LB. I just press.
Is there a green ring every
Is there
time?
always
We've
a green
ever noticed
ring?
it?
Yeah, it's a green ring every time.
How come I've never noticed the green ring?
This time I'm going to lob it and see if it's a bullet pass thing.
Oh, you know what? It's signifying what my guy is your guy, right? Like your user guy, my guy.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't think so.
Is it green like when we go instant replay? This is mystifying.
No, I don't think it will be there. It's just the wide receiver being targeted? Has that always been there? Maybe it's new?
It's just the wide receiver being targeted? Huh? All right, do it again. I'm stumped. I'm gonna hold LB myself. LB, RB, LB.
All right, sounds like something we gotta ask about. All right.
Did you just see what my linebacker did?
No, never seen it.
I hit RB with. Now I'm just hitting buttons, and now I'm. What's he doing? What's he doing? What is that?
LB's defensive assist, maybe?
It's RB. RB's a defensive
LB's
assist.
defensive assist. RB's strip.
Somebody in the chat said try it with short pass, but
Short pass. Okay. Nothing.
no.
Maybe it's just like a downfield helps you
Yeah, maybe it's
see
a
what you're doing.
downfield
I
thing.
think it might be like, hey, this is like we need to let you know this is the guy you're on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to hit LB and nothing comes up. You just
yeah,
just
you
throw
you
it
just
down.
throw it down the field. And so what about with the corner route? Yeah, so it must be
Wait, is it
the depth
always
of-
like
It
that?
must have something to do with the depth of the route.
I'm lost. That's crazy.
Hold on it 1 second.
What are you trying to do here?
You'll see.
See if it only happens when there's one player playing?
Curious.
All right, let's see.
Let's try it out.
It was there, right?
It was there.
Wow. I don't even know it. I feel like I don't even
Can
know.
you pause it and bring me back in?
Oh,
Controller.
All right, let's dig through some final
find
edition
out.
reviews. Then we got the Dubby game coming up at 9 o'clock tonight. We got a big game. This is going to be a tough match for Boogz. He's in the house.
is that the Twitter? Oh yeah.
He's ready to lock in.
I thought I saw a hole.
All right, so we're going to head over to the full screen and look at these final editions. Gibbs, we got Devin McCourty as this hero here. He's got 96 speed, 98 zone coverage, no hip power, but he's got 92 play rec. Devin McCourty didn't get many upgrades during the year. He was a great base item. Didn't really get the upgrades to carry him through the season, but is this like a poor man's Ed
But
Reed?
here's my beef because I'm hearing murmurs in the community that people like the McCourty.
Yeah, why would you not like him?
Why would you not like the Landon Collins then? Because the Landon Collins is in all intents and reasons is better
Because
than
this
this.
McCourty has
man.
93
I get it,
man
but
coverage.
I get it. I understand. I
You're
get
trading
that.
hip
like
power
a-
for
Sure.
man coverage. They're not even the same.
It's like a 40-point.
Right.
He only got one item. That's what's tough, man. This McCourty was poised to be great at the start of the year, but he just never got enough items to really get the upgrades he needed. He did go up 6 speed though. So
Right,
gotta give him that.
but Collins is better than McCourty across the board outside of the man coverage.
yeah, but he's gonna cost so much more. He's a golden ticket.
Sure. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's the value. It's the
You're
value.
a Giants fan, right?
That's also why he's a Giants fan, so he's being a hater.
I'm saying
on him.
McCourty's better.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're a Giant. You're a
I'm
Giant.
Wait,
Giants
whoa,
fan.
whoa.
He's a
Vortex.
He's
Vortex.
Hey, you're.
Wait, and so you're liking the Patriots player, and I'm liking the Giants
This right
player.
tackle, Austin
This is a
Howard,
vortex.
is money. That's pretty good for a base for like a budget team. That's not obviously a great like final game guy.
91 run block is okay.
But you'll take that pass block and strength.
How much
all
does he
day.
cost, though? That's the question.
Let's see if he's
Question.
got a price yet. 123. I'd like to
Little
see him
pricey.
get down to about
Little
60.
pricey.
There's a Velda here you could probably get for less. Carlos Dunlap, I think he's 6'6". He is. He's got
Love the Dunlop.
90 strength. Another guy was poised for a big year off his base item. Sort of started to get there, but didn't quite make it. 90 strength,
Yeah.
90 block shed. That's really good.
He hits the base.
With 96 finesse. So if you like finesse style rushers, this is a guy to consider with 93 excel.
He's one of very few guys in the game, especially at that price range of $25K,
Yeah.
that hits like the 90 strength, 90 block shed, and then like the 95 plus power / finesse move.
Yeah.
Plus he's 6'6", so you drop him in the zones, you do some weird things with him.
Generally, finesse move guys are going to be weak against the run.
Yeah.
And this guy's not one of those cases.
Yeah,
for this
special
point.
player. That's a really nice item.
Zach Ertz, 87 speed, 95 excel. His big ratings are 90 route running. That's okay. That's not at this point of the year, though. 94, 90. There's just too many tight ends out there. This Ertz doesn't really do anything
What's the run block?
super special for you. That's what I'm looking for.
That's not
81's nice.
Pretty good.
81's
79
nice.
strength, a little low, but 81 run block is legit.
I'm going to pass, but
He's okay.
he could hang. But there's many good tight ends out there.
Show me the West.
Sharkandrick has 95
Not
speed,
bad.
98 excel. He doesn't have the agility though. If I flip those agility excel,
Yeah, but
the 98 elusive is really nice.
yeah, look, that's why I'm interested in him. Show me his price. And 95 speed is not bad.
He's gonna be pennies.
I'd like to see his strength
I'd
and
still give me the Gio Bernard from
70
last week.
76 strength, man. That's legit.
72 route run.
That's bad. What's his carry? 92.
Give him the Gio from last week.
But for 25K,
He'll be 10K by the end of the week.
yeah,
Don't wait.
great price for a halfback of that caliber.
And then I read that Jo say this is your run stuffing CB because he has 81 hit power.
81 block.
So you put him with Tremaine Johnson. This is your guy. Obviously, he's a liability
bad.
in coverage with 87 agility
Run stuff is good.
and
That's a good
81
run
man.
stuff.
But if you needed a
If you
good
play cover
zone
two,
cover,
If you
yeah,
play cover, he's a perfect cover 2 corner.
perfect for flat zones, stopping the run, 95 play rec, 91 zone. He'll make some plays for your defense.
Adds to run stuff style too, which is nice.
Gotta like that. All right, so that's our look at final edition items.
The West has 99 jump.
Is there anything else you guys want to show in game while we're here? Any other tips? Boogz, for your defensive mindset, are you a blitz guy, a cover 2 guy? If it's 3rd and long, what are you doing? Like, are you going for an
If it's
all-out
3rd and
blitz?
long, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
You're
Has that
not-
always been your style, and has it changed at all in this year's game because of the way it plays? Or
I've changed a lot. Like my style has always been to get pressure. I prefer to get pressure with 3 to 4 guys, but now you have to send more people, which is fine. And I'm all for that. So I adjusted now. So now I'm I sit back, and then catch you off guard and send something at you. So mostly it's on 3rd down, definitely on 4th down. If I get you on 4th and long, you can expect 6 or 7 coming, maybe even 8 if I'm feeling crazy.
I like it. I like that. Do you have trouble beating man coverage? Do you have any tips that you use to beat man? Do you motion receivers? Do you have any routes that you like? Like, how do you deal with man coverage? It's one of the things our community struggles with most is just everyone knows, hey, run a corner route. Hey, run a C route. Like, that works on your first drive, you score. But then it's like the 3rd drive of the game, they've seen your tricks, and it's like, I still got to beat man here.
Motion is always your best friend against man, especially against man press, because that gives you, at least it's guaranteed one guy won't get bumped. And
Right.
that's a win for you as an offense because you have one less guy who's getting jammed at the line of scrimmage.
Let's see here.
Yeah, you got to use motion in the passing game. It opens up a lot of things that you want to do.
And motion slants are a little bit more effective
Against
man press.
We've always been a big fan as a great beginner formation for people to learn to improve in Madden is this formation right here, gun ace. Because in most cases, your tight end won't get pressed. In most cases, your halfback won't get pressed, obviously. Mm-hmm. And if you run a route like a C route to like AJ Green or something, and then you use motion to one of these receivers, you get everybody on press. So that's where we say gun ace is actually a really good formation. If you want to actually just like try and get free press against man-to-man, you go gun ace.
Right, you've got two options on the outside. You've got the C route to Green potentially. You've got a drag. Those will always be not able to be pressed. And then you can motion snap one of the other routes. You've got the two tight ends hopefully getting a free release. And then you have the halfback coming out of the backfield can hopefully get you a free release. So these are the formations we'd like to go to. Anything with two tight ends is a good way because then you can always motion the other guy. The wide trips Bengal, also decent here. I wonder if those routes on that wide trail play across the middle gets pressed at all. But let me take a look at some man coverage here.
Yeah, so this is the idea of like the gun ace. So your outside guys running the corners aren't going to get pressed. You know, in theory, you'd put Eifert on a slant, and then you have AJ Green. You'd put him in motion, drag some type of motion like this, and now everyone on the field is unpressed. And that is a great starting point. Like a play like corner strike is a great starting point to gain confidence. Like, you know what, man-to-man isn't as dominant as I thought it was. I can beat man-to-man. That's a lot of times what you need. Like when you face man, is like when you can't beat man-to-man, you feel so helpless.
Yeah, it's demoralizing.
Yeah, because like you can get lucky against zone. Like you can fit a pass in, they're gonna blitz and it's gonna leave coverage open. But like when you can't beat man,
you've also got the smart run and hitch from the seam. That's another way you can get a free release out of there.
So free release to everyone on the field. And it can just be a really effective way to pass the ball against man-to-man.
Cool. So those are some man-beating tips. As far as play call goes, do you have you don't really like to run the ball, but what will force you to run the ball, or do you have like situations where you see on your play call mindset that you're gonna run? Do you call the same play until they show they can stop it? Do you just call the same formation and make adjustments? Like what's your play? If you had to give a play call sheet, what would it look like?
I call the same formation all game long, unless I'm in a red zone. Once I get to the red zone, then I go to. I mean, you know what you're gonna get from me. Eventually you'll know when he gets in the red zone, he's gonna run ace twins, the gun ace twins. Anywhere else, you know for a fact that I'm coming out in bunch. I'm gonna run bunch, and I have different plays, different route combinations for different situations, and so my verticals is not going to look the same on play 1 as it does on play 3 or play
and is
4.
that like a thing do you go to that same formula, like I'm going to start them with this, then I'm going to go to that, then I'm going to go to this, or is it adapting to what they're doing? Like I see this and now later I'm going to go to this. Like does your first game of the day look different than your sixth game of the day, or do you always kind of follow the same path of play call?
I pretty much follow the same path because most of my play calls are like really hard to stop. But I play off tendencies as well. So if you show me something, I'm going to take. I take pretty much what I'm given. But a lot of times I can pretty much just do whatever I want to do. But if you're good enough defensively to kind of confuse me or even get me to switch things up a tad, then I just adjust to whatever my opponent's doing.
I like it. Now you played Problem in the Madden Challenge. Talk a bit about how players can like prepare to play tournament level Madden. Like we got a lot of new guys that are just kind of playing, that played in Draft Champ Season 1, and maybe they didn't get a chance to make it to Burbank, maybe they made it to the bracket, or maybe they didn't have enough time to play games. But do you have tips and advice? Like do you lab with people that are top players? Do you avoid those people? Do you try and play them online? Do you try and play them Do you try and watch? Like, what do you do to get ready for a tournament?
I just play the best. I play the best competition. I get out and play any and everyone. I don't duck or dodge anyone. And then the guys that I do play on a regular, like lab with and stuff like that, like me and Skimbo, especially when it comes tournament time and it's time to really start buckling down. That's typically when me and him lock in the most. When things are starting to get a little real and it's time to lock in. And he's a top player. I play if tournaments coming, I'll lock in some games with Mo. That's another guy I'll lab with, and we'll go over a couple things. So just the best competition. I'm playing them whether it's for free or a cash game. I'm out. I'm playing everybody. I'm getting involved in tournaments. I'm getting involved in. I want to see what's coming.
Right, you want to play those guys, see what they're doing, and then figure out either how to stop it or how to involve a piece of it into your game, just so that you won't be, surprised. You're never surprised. When you get to a tournament, I think a lot of people you're never surprised. It's just, you're playing really good people, and you have to figure out.
Yeah, exactly.
Make the adjustment on that play to beat it. Like, it's not like somebody came out, only really I think D. Jones came out running something different. Everyone else was kind of a mixture of either inside zone or gun bunch or scrape. Like, people were running what you would have expected them to run. No one showed up and was like, wow, I can't believe that guy ran the Wildcat the entire tournament at one. It just doesn't happen.
Right.
It just doesn't. Things don't stay under wraps.
Look, you check out this play, single back punch for the red zone.
Yeah, it's another tough play.
Could be very similar, right? You got
smart route to B route.
Smart route to B. Got the flat. You got the spot. You got on the left side. Like, that's a nice little play, right?
And you can.
Let's move the rock up. Let's see.
All right,
Bengals
so another quick lab, then we'll get into the game of the week. Once again, we got Boogz taking on Dubby in the game of the week. It's going to be a great matchup here on This Week in Madden Show 189, guys. Make sure to give Boogz a follow on twitch.tv/OG_Boogz.
All right, let's see. Will it work?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the run-audible down is halfback slash. Just a nice run.
Yeah.
Kind of like an inside zone from under center.
Under center, inside zone.
Yeah. That's a nice run. You get great blocking up that right edge because of the bunch side. Left side is just absolute tough because of the flap by the halfback. You also have the corner, which could be tough. It's a nice little play.
Yeah.
And then, if you're close enough, probably up here.
Yeah.
You probably need to be right about there or at the 2-yard line. You can low pass the A route. He's a little bit.
Gotcha.
He's a little bit higher than what I expected him to be.
Okay. I see. Let's see.
Another thing you can probably do.
Streak him out.
Nah, tight end.
Yep.
Oh, he's in a curl.
Yep.
If you high bullet, he's not.
I got you.
If the tight end, alignment wise, a little trick you can do is basically curl on top of one of those little slanted hitches, and you just high bullet pass to the curl or the hitch. If you can put the tight end on a hitch, but you can't put him on a hitch, so you would have to curl him. You high bullet pass it to him, and what happens is
he goes up like old school rocket.
It goes up to A though.
Gotcha. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Like I would have to.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It throws to the wrong guy.
Right. Yeah, it throws to the wrong
but
guy.
It gets you a great
it's
animation.
Extremely effective.
All right.
And you can't use a pick. Actually, we got a little bit of time.
Game starting in 6 minutes.
What do you got? You can go for it if you
I'll show
want.
you. I'll give you guys a little 2-point conversion play. Here
Let's
you
go. From Boogz. And listen, you know what? 2-point conversion play once won a man $140,000.
Problem showed up with a 2-point conversion play
In Vegas,
Madden 13, and it was like, what? How did he
scored it like almost every time. I bet he was 90% that day on 2-point conversions.
Oh, it was higher than
that, right?
I think it was 100%. I don't think I saw anybody.
One of the best like pocket plays coming into a Madden challenge I've ever seen.
It was genius.
And now,
epic.
He's just sitting at his house, crying, because the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant's retiring tonight, and he's just like super emotional.
For $100,000, as our boy Top would say. $100,000. He actually was 140. That Vegas tournament. 140 beans. 140 stackerinos.
Yeah,
2-point conversion play won him $140,000.
There's a lot of factors that went into him winning.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Stacks.
He ran. What was it? The empty bunt, empty Falcon empty that year. That he was just tough.
Dubby in the chat saying he hates Boogz.
Dubby is so angry at Boogz.
Guys, remember, after the game, you can click on Dubby's channel. He'll be live. He'll be talking about the post-game.
Yeah, does Dubby have a channel? What's it? Just, right there.
That's it right there. You can click it. I believe he'll be doing a giveaway after the show as well. So if you guys want a shot at some items, you can check that out. Right now, we're just giving away a quick 2-point conversion play from Boogz, and then we'll be online to take
playbook
on...
are you in, Boogz?
So this is Denver playbook, but it's pretty much anybody that has pistol bunch tight end.
Denver and Saints.
Yeah. So the guy right here that you're taking advantage of,
Yep.
is where I just Rob Gronkowski.
Humberto Gronkowski. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Guys, take your notebooks out.
Yep.
So the play is spot option.
Yep.
Oh man, let me get into the red zone. So your 2-point conversion will probably start right here. You can actually probably do this up and down the field if you want, but why do that when you can add high value? So B, you would want to hitch him.
Mm-hmm.
You hitch him. You smart route the corner route. The corner route is unbumpable. He can't be bumped. So if they're in man, they can't press him.
Okay. So it's tough.
Yeah. So what you do is you hike the ball, and then you're gonna high bullet to X.
Okay. Because in the game's gonna go, I gotta go defend X.
Exactly. And so
Boogz. So tough. Okay.
all right, so we're gonna do it again.
Yep.
This time I want you to try to lurk it and pick it. Try to pick it.
Okay. Got it.
You can't pick it.
Nothing. Didn't give me anything.
You're not gonna
False.
It didn't give me anything. It didn't give me anything. Let me get who do I got here? I'm gonna take 6'2" Antonio Cromartie, and I'm gonna get an Anim.
All right.
Let's go. Come on, Crow. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, Crow.
Oh, there you go.
Crow. I mean, I
That's the first time
I
I've
did
seen
cherry pick it. I did just sit there. Maybe it's Crow.
It's the first time I've ever seen an animation happening.
Let's try. I mean, maybe it's seriously. Maybe it's.
We're gonna try it again.
All right. And maybe because I'm sitting right there. Gilchrist did. Do it. Let me try Crow again.
All right.
What if it's the height?
It may.
Now
have
we're
to do with the
gonna
height.
see. That's what we do here on TWIM. Is we're well rounded. We give you a tip and we tell you how to stop it at the same time. Just get a 6'2" guy and sit there, guys. Crow.
So it has to do with the height.
Oh.
Probably the height and the jump.
Height and jump. See? All right. Listen, boys. Like will Revis do it at 5'11"? Probably not, right?
Let's see.
That's why you lab. That's why you get in the lab, boys. Nope.
No.
Wow. All right.
First thing I would like to say, though, about this. This is how you lab. This is labbing, correct?
Exactly.
This is labbing. You know, this you get in the lab, you go over plays, and you don't stop here and just be satisfied. Oh, it's Cromartie. You know what the best players in the world do? They find out, okay, 6'2", it works. 6'2" and 99 jump work. But you know what? 6 foot and 95 jump also works.
Right.
The best players in the world know those things. So when we say get in the lab, this is what it means. You go in, you test everything. You test everybody on your team because you never know when it might cost you. This exact scenario could win you a game, and you have the knowledge of that scenario, and you go and you make the play.
Exactly. High percentage play. It's high percentage. You can't just sit on it.
Oh, it's great. I love it. Get two good guys with catching traffic and some jump,
Yep.
Nice.
and your money.
Exactly.
Some height, catching traffic, and jump on offense there. You're good.
All right, guys. Time to lock into the game of the week.
Let's go.
We got that paddle over there. If you want to bring it in, we'll head into Ultimate Team.
Here, we'll let him sit closer to the
Yeah,
TV.
if he wants to
you
sit
can sit
and
over
work
there.
on that TV,
That might fit
is
better.
that better for you?
Yeah.
You can pick your TV. We can move it out a little bit if we need to.
W just told me he hates me so now.
Ah, Dubs.
Now I gotta blow him out.
It's going to be a good game here. You'll be playing on a Games TV, GAEMS. It's got a little HD out cable that we are using to catch it on this one over here. So it's pretty nice. I think you're going to have to maybe figure out how to play a friend. We may have to accept an invite from them. I'm not sure if we are friends at this time, but let's see. We may not be. Let's see. I may have to invite him to a game.
All right, chat. I'm going to ask you the tough questions. That's what we do here. Your favorite
middle button there,
flavor of ice cream? I'd like to know in the chat. Boogz, I know your team. What's your thing? Graze. What is it?
Crazy Life.
Crazy Life. Do you have a favorite ice cream? You're gonna go out. You're gonna enjoy yourself. A nice Saturday night. You're gonna enjoy a night out, and you're gonna end it with a dessert. You're gonna have ice cream. Is there ice cream you go with?
Probably either plain vanilla.
My man.
You can't go wrong with the classic plain vanilla.
You can't.
Or I'm a big fan of butter pecan ice cream.
What? The guy goes straight vanilla, and then he goes absolutely like Ephus out of nowhere. Yeah. Butter pecan. I've never tried it, but sounds pretty good.
It's an old southern style ice cream, but it's good. It's good. I wasn't a fan of it at first. Moved down to Atlanta, had it a couple times.
All right.
And I was like, man, it's good.
Farls, favorite ice cream?
Chocolate peanut butter or...
You are a big time chocolate peanut butter guy.
I got ice cream on Sunday night. Got a scoop of chocolate peanut butter and a scoop of like brownie sundae, but it was like chocolate with like brownie chunks in it. It was phenomenal. Cookie dough, but only if it's chocolate cookie dough. If it's regular cookie dough, I don't want a vanilla-based ice cream. I will do a Periscope rant tomorrow on my channel about vanilla-based ice creams. Don't get me going.
Cookies and cream is the GOAT. Cookies and cream, speaking of vanilla-based.
Chocolate-based?
Cookies and cream. Vanilla-based. I mean, that's the whole part of cookies and cream. It's the best ice cream on the market. You got some chunks. You got some crunchy. You got a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of vanilla. You don't overdo it. If you're going to be stranded on an island and only can eat ice cream for the rest of your life, you can't go butter pecan. You can't. You get tired. Yep. You can't go chocolate peanut butter. You get tired of it.
No.
You got to go something very basic, and you can go vanilla, you can go chocolate, but cookies and cream gives you best of both worlds.
You know what's kind of good, and I did not have one for a long time, but I'm back. I've had one recently, and I'm probably good for the next 5 years. A Blizzard from Dairy Queen. Did we get that this weekend? Do they have that around here?
Yeah, we have the technology. We had the technology.
The Blizzard is good.
Yeah. So. Dubby.
He said he hasn't. I said, Dubby, what are you gonna come in with for a MUT overall ranked team? Mm-hmm. He said, play with whoever you got. I have everybody I need. So he has a very, very, very good team. He's running the Titans on offense. He's going to be running quarters 3 deep on defense. And Boogz has his squad. Let's do it.
All right.
Boom. Lock up time.
Dubby against Boogz. This is your revenge game. This is your fight song.
No.
All right, Gibbs. Let's
go, baby.
All right, guys, here we go. We've got Boogz in the building. He's taking on Dubby in what is going to be a high-level Madden NFL 16 game. Gibbs, tell us about Boogz, everything you know.
For those that don't know about Boogz, he was one of the competitors this year in the Madden NFL 16 Draft Champions Challenge. Competed, got all the way, to the final, Boogz? Final 8, lost to Eric Problem Right. Great matchup, but Boogz has been a competitive Madden player for a very long time on the scene. He's competed in the Madden challenges dating back to Madden 12, Madden 13, made runs in those tournaments in New York City as well as in Las Vegas. He participates in ATL Gamer Society tournaments. He is no newcomer to competitive Madden. We are all lucky to have him here today to play with us here in a game, show us some of his stuff. He's running the Cincinnati Bengals offensive playbook. Typically on defense, he runs cover 2. And we're ready to get this game on the road.
He's about to
Kick it
test.
off.
We have headphones if he wants to wear them too. If we bother you, so just let us know. Try not to listen to us. But we have a good game coming up. I'm going to copy a link to a tweet if you guys don't mind sharing it. Let's pound this chat out here, and let's get this one for competitive Madden. If you guys are cool with that, if you guys can share this. And reminder, after the channel, I believe Dubby will be doing a giveaway on his channel and talking a little bit about the game that is going on here. So Boogz will get ball first. He's got Johnny Manziel, Marcus Allen. He's got plenty of items. I will allow him to ask about certain items if he doesn't have knowledge of them, just because he is used to playing with ranked teams or used to playing with certain guys. And my lineup's kind of all jacked up, so we didn't have much time to toy around with it, so we'll allow him to ask if he needs to during the game. But other than that, we'll just let these guys play, stay out of your way. It looks like Johnny Manziel's under center, and that's golden ticket. Gun bunch, Bengals playbook for Boogz. Manziel goes, looks. Good user from Dubby, and Beckham can't get the separation there on the corner. Second down.
Right at the gate, you see a very interesting style defense from Dubs. He's using that cover 3 quarters deep, and when you use the baseline press scenario, you get that 5-high look scenario, which is very difficult and imposing to want to try and pass against.
Indeed, Manziel drops back. He's looking across the middle, has Des Bryant, and Bryant picks up the first down. Manziel 1 for 2 here for 16 yards to start the game.
Boogz was talking to me before the game. He said he loves gun bunch. He specifically loves the Cincinnati Bengals playbook because it gives him the ability to run inside cross, divide, and 4 verticals, all using the same type of motions from these plays. These are his favorite passing plays in the game.
Manziel takes a snap, scans across the middle, has the route, but he playmakers, and overthrow for Johnny Manziel right there. That's a golden ticket, hundreds across the board. Gibbs. Tough break right there.
Great user right there by Dubs. He went to the corner route, went to take that away, and even better playmaker by Boogz, but unfortunately gets the overthrow from golden ticket Manziel.
Here, Allen takes a big hit from Night Train Lane just before he could get the first down. That's the one thing with Marcus Allen is he doesn't have that fall forward trait. He is very, very good, but right there, Night Train Lane refusing to let him pick up the yards he needed. And here, underneath on 3rd and 1, Des Bryant. Boogz, not known for running the ball, proud of it, says he loves to pass on almost every play, and it's working for him early.
It's a man after my own heart right there. I love passing the rock. I love gun bunch. I love what Boogz does. We also give him a quick knowledge update here on his roster, as you're saying. You do have Chris Johnson that you could potentially sub in at halfback over the Marcus Allen. So I would say just keep that in mind, Boogz, as you're playing here. You got a lot of different guys on your roster to move in and out. And as being the passing guy, Johnson could be a better option.
Yeah, there is a Jamal Charles that's hidden on your lineup as well. He is a very good addition of the Jamal Charles high route running. So feel free to adjust as it was. So right here, it's 2nd and 10. Almost a turnover there on that first down play. Here's the motion snap going as Calvin Johnson goes out wide. And Boogz is going to look downfield, go one-on-one to Calvin Johnson. Has a step in. Megatron comes down against the defender. Number 2 out there in the backfield, Taylor Mays.
Taylor Mays, yeah. That's a great little play right there by Boogz. All those underneath options, everything that Dubs had to defend there, gives him that one-on-one situation. Guys, if you're playing at home and you get one-on-one situations, you read the defense downfield, take your chance. Take a shot to your best receiver, get them in one-on-one situations, and you're going to have success.
Campus Taylor Mays right there with 82 zone coverage. Unable to force a knockout against a very, very, very highly rated Calvin Johnson, who's let me down on multiple occasions. But he picked up Boogz right there. An 82 zone coverage Taylor Mays, 94 strong safety.
You know, I think there's a lot to be said about that. I mean, that Taylor Mays, yeah, he's got the pop in his bat, he's got the speed, he's got the height, but the 82 zone coverage does it come into play there in a deep zone style there, going against a one-on-one situation. Taylor Mays kind of a liability out there.
All right, Boogz is
good run D. Good. It was set up. It was set up there though. That was good D by Boogz. Unfortunately, just got the contextual awareness and missed the play.
You think he was just 1/2 second slow right there. He's in the Patriots defensive playbook, and it's not his bread and butter. but he has plenty he can go to as the ball's dropped right there. This is my defensive team set up for man defense generally, but still loaded with plenty of good zone defenders, depending on who you want to RB sub in the game. So there's more beef available on the defensive line if needed, but there's everything possible for any combination. It just takes some time to RB sub. But here is a 3rd and 4 early in this game. Manziel can't break away. Pressure got in there. Gibbs cover 0. What'd you think?
Great user by Boogz there. He went to the deep corner, and then he saw the underneath drag / in underneath. He peeled back to it and took away Dub's read. I think Dub wanted to go to there, but unfortunately he couldn't. That way we got the delayed read, and we got the situation now. 4th and 4.
Early in this game, and the pressure is not coming in yet. It is. He sends the spy, and Manziel has to lob downfield one-on-one, and that's a turnover early in the game. 0 for 3 passing there from Dubby on the drive. What'd you like from Boogz pass D?
Once again, though, it was a great user. He actually he dove and fell as he was going up to the playmaker. It appeared that his hook zone had great depth on that. It might not have even been hook zone. Maybe he put him in a deep zone. But the hook went really deep on that playmaker and prevented Dubs from throwing the ball downfield. So now we got a favorable situation for Boogz in the red zone. We know the plays he likes to go through. If you just watched This Week in Madden, let's see what he checks down to with a golden ticket Manziel.
All right, Manziel gets out of the pocket. Could not throw the ball away in time. Mistake there from Boogz. Unable to get rid of it. Makes it 2nd and 22.
Gonna have to get in the lab, guys. You're gonna have to try out this quarters 3 deep cover 2 sink you're seeing from Dubs. This is definitely a unique style defense that we haven't seen a ton from people in this year in the community. Again, there's that 5-high safety look. Really imposes its will on the downfield passing. Great little pass right there by Boogz. Splits the defense for the touchdown. Golden ticket. 99 overall. Johnny Manziel throws to the ultimate master, Odell Beckham Jr. for the easy touchdown, and Dubs down 14-0 to your boy Boogz.
Big play right there, capitalizes on the turnover. 2nd and 22. He found the seam. Wasn't expecting him. I was expecting him to kind of maybe go and try and pick up some yards just to get back into the red zone, but he took a shot instead, and he called it.
I'm gonna check out this Bengals bunch. I'm gonna check out the Boogz Bengals bunch, the triple Bs.
Big shout out to Jay Knoll, CB Allen, Delray, and Jay Finley for tweeting out that we are live in the game of the week. Really appreciate it, guys. Right here we got Manziel looking back to get his first completion of the day. It's so that's Julius Peppers on the quarterback spy, 6'7", rather than Von Miller or Terrell Suggs.
Note the height on there. I think it comes into play on those drag patterns across the field. You can't overlook things like height. Really important high level right there from Boogz, knowing he's got the 6'7" Peppers. He gets the swat on the drag over the middle of the field.
All right, Manziel trying to find a way to get open. He goes downfield in the seam, and he has an X-rack catch touchdown by Vernon Davis. I played W once. Gibbs got hit by the same route for a touchdown. Although my guy was manned up, he just got outran by Vernon Davis. I disagree with it at the time, but right there, that's a dotopotamus.
That's a dotopotamus Rex right there. No, again, exhausted all his routes underneath, and we finally see Dubs go downfield vertically there. It looked as though Boogz took away his deep safety over the deep middle part of the field, and ultimately his linebacker got beat downfield on the easy play there. Was that Vernon Davis?
Vernon Davis, fast, good blocker, able to get vertical right there and make it a 14-7 game. Boogz still with the advantage here. He's going to come out as total yards have been evened up, coming out in that gun bunch to the right. Neither player going with running, looking to pass the ball here. And Woodson, I think, gets a hand on it.
Right there, that Rod Woodson, tough matchup even against Chris Johnson with 101 speed, the great route running out of the backfield. That was a tough matchup there, but great little play by Woodson with the defend.
Yeah, that is legit right there. We got Manziel going out here, coming out in the same formation on a 2nd and 10. He's got Chris Johnson in the backfield. Calvin's out solo, one-on-one. And then he's working across the middle. Looks like Des Bryant's going to be put in motion as Johnny Manziel tries to find plenty of time. Looks for playmaker, has... Oh, man. but unfortunately, receiver can't get to the ball. Another overthrow there. That's the second of the game for Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, patience right there, or a patient defense right there from Dubs. You're seeing it's a bend but don't break. He wants you to attack him downfield vertically. He's getting Johnny Manziel in situations that Manziel is not the best quarterback in, deep downfield. Great little drag right there to Vernon Davis. Gets to a manageable 4th and short situation.
4th and short, and that's the end of the first quarter as these guys are racking up scores, passing the ball. Not a lot of clock time running off. But I also got into a 4th and 1 once against Dubby, and he was able to get me in the backfield on a run play. So it's something you can consider, but even though this defense looks very tender for running the ball, it still can be pretty effective. But Boogz is going to go to his bread and butter here. He's got Manziel dropping back and has a wide open Vernon Davis for an easy completion, 5-yard gain.
Beaut. It's a beaut. I mean, bunch cross right there. Beaut little play right there. Quick flat. To his tight end. I mean, that's an easy conversion. You get Vernon Davis, all that speed matched up one-on-one on a linebacker. In this case, Rod Woodson. That's an easy pickings right there for Boogz. Get there.
Nice toe tap there for Calvin. Gets him 2 yards. And the inside cross going up tough against this cover 2 sink. Gibbs, what are you noticing about this defense? Is it the players? Is it the scheme? Is it a Mutt-related thing, or is it just, what do you think?
Well, you got the outside receivers, defenders manned up. You got the 2 deep safeties. You got the spy. It gives you a really interesting look because of the 5 high defenders, and you can ultimately change what you're doing on a very consistent basis. Right there, nice little pass lead right there from Boogz to the corner of the field to Beckham.
Yeah, it was a nice user by W. He left him when I think he thought he couldn't make the throw anymore, but then Boogz said, I can still make this throw with enough pass lead. And Johnny, who's been erratic a little bit, delivered a strike right there. 1st and 10, Manziel drops back, takes the snap, goes in down the seam again to that Odell Beckham route that he scored on earlier. It was there, but the safety closed on it this time and forced it loose. Taylor Mays.
Yeah, Taylor Mays making big plays right there. That's where the hip power this time comes into play. Doesn't have to go into the one-on-one battle in the air, and this time he used the hip power to knock the ball out.
All right, Manziel calling his shots, his audibles at the line of scrimmage with the clock stuck at 2:28. Motions Brian out one more time, looking to get there as the rush starts to come in. Manziel throws on the run, and that's why he has a 99 throw on the run rating here. Golden Ticket Manziel against Golden Ticket Manziel.
And right now,
Campus Hero Manziel.
And right now, what we're seeing right now is Boogz is just dotting up the defense right now. Dub's not showing he's going to come out of it. He still feels confident in that same style defense. He's making adjustments. He's dropping his slot corners, manning them up on different guys. He's making different adjustments. But right now, Boogz has an answer for everything he's doing there offensively. Here it is right now. If you're watching TWIM, Gun Ace Twins right now from Boogz. Options are covered.
Is Manziel going to go here? He's going to just throw the ball away this time. Live to fight another down. Maybe Dubby caught that portion of the show. Who knows? Who knows? But he lived to play another day. He's under the 2-minute warning with plenty of time left in the half, and he decides to run it right here, and that run defense works better than you would think here. 3rd and 10 coming up right here. Gibbs, do you go back to bread and butter? Do you go to your red zone plays? What do you think?
You got to stay confident in your red zone plays. You've schemed them. You've labbed them for many different occasions. One-on-one situation. Go up and get it, big boy.
Coming down with it. That's Gronk on Rod Woodson, the one-handed sideways spec catch right there. And that was a big play right there.
That was a huge play. One-on-one situation. I like the play fake right there. It momentarily throws Dub off. And that is where he was behind. I mean, Dub saw the pattern from Gronkowski the whole way, but ultimately the quick little bite on the play fake gave a little bit extra space to get a one-on-one spot with Gronk. He comes down with the amazing catch in traffic, and Dub's down 14 again to Boogz.
As Rod Woodson tries to take it back up the middle. And he didn't get 2 defenders in on the animation. Fortunately, it wasn't Mays' 82 coming into play. It was Woodson's probably got 96. But Gronk right there is one of the better tight ends in the game at coming down with those one-on-one style catches.
Great play call there against that man-to-man defense from Dubs. Great
I wasn't
situation.
expecting to see that route go that way, really. Here he's looking for a deep shot play downfield. He's got it. Oh, my goodness.
That was a beautiful play.
Brandon Cooks.
Beautiful play. Beautiful route combination.
Second big play of the half for Dubby just struggling on that opening drive. He's since put up some big plays downfield. That, to me, looked like a shot play combo I've seen a million times, but not that route on the left. You know?
That was a beautiful route combinations. You've seen this a lot in this year's game. You run a deep post across one part of the field and a deep streak. And then what you're trying to do, and you do this in the middle of the field, you're trying to draw that deep safety, make him pay attention to the streak of the post. In that situation, the safety went to the post. Dub goes back to the deep streak for the easy score.
Guys, a reminder that this is This Week in Madden. This is our 189th show, so make sure to give the channel a follow and stop by here every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. We enjoy this. Here we go, Manziel. Looking across the middle, spy gets sent, and Johnny can't shake it. Minute 20 left, and Dubby takes his second time out of the half here. And now it's a 2nd and 16 coming up.
So 2nd and 16, he's got all 3 of his timeouts. Ball on the 14-yard line, minute 25 to go. Typically, you still get the lead in the situation. You don't want to give the ball back to Dub with too much time, especially if you're in 2nd and 14 spot. Great little pass right there. Calvin Johnson coming up huge.
Extreme pass lead across the middle, and then the click on an aggressive to cover the range that the throw is slightly out far in front. That's what happens when you have elite players at these positions. Really cover a lot of ground. That's a pass that he's practiced a long time. Really threw it with a hard lead so he could cut off the safeties and not allow them to interfere in the play. Checks back down underneath. A big hit from Night Train, but Vernon Davis hangs on to the rock.
Love that little route right there. The Boogz keeps going to a little quick hot route to Vernon Davis, quick out pattern. It's been crucial for him on certain situations in this game so far.
2nd and 6, Des Bryant heads out to the right side of the field, and the playmaker goes up the middle, but he got hit against the spy. It forced him to stop his momentum, and what happened was that it didn't allow him to get upfield, threw off the timing, and another sack came in, makes it a 3rd and 16 here with 54 seconds left. Dubby takes his last time out. Manziel, 3rd and 16 here. About a minute to go in the half, sends Bryant out to the right side. Boogz drops back, paying attention, goes across the middle, and the pass is intercepted by the safety. He brings it upfield. Charles Woodson makes the play just before the half with 47 seconds left. Dubby takes over approaching the red zone.
That was an aggressive throw there. Didn't get the animation. He got it on a previous play on Z-spot, but in that situation didn't get it. And now he puts the ball back into Dub's hands in a very manageable situation. Now ball on the 26-yard line, 46 seconds to go. Although no timeouts remaining for Dubs.
Sent to spy. There was patience, and then Manziel takes
Johnny.
it and jukes and goes up the middle for a really nice run play. I saw Boogz right there. He hesitated to send the spy. Waited the extra second, then sent it, but Manziel was able to get it picked up and then ran and cut and juked. Did you like him going all out for it?
That was a 26-yard beautiful scramble. Yeah.
That's been happening a lot past couple days.
And it looks like this game's a tie.
All right. Can we run it back? Just
Start it over. Start it over to the half. You get ball? Or who gets ball? Who got ball in half?
I think he gets ball at half. I think I got ball first.
Okay.
Yeah, you think you got ball and scored.
All
We're
right.
not signed in, though.
Don't know. Dang.
Yeah, that's the one.
Dang. All
That was
right.
so epic. That was going to be the ZFarls play of the day, that Manziel run.
That was a beautiful run. It was.
It was a good run. It was a little crazy. I don't know if it was a smart play. It was a great play he made.
All right. We'll get back on the old horse, and we'll finish this game.
Hopefully he connected.
You down to start over?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Go back to play a friend. I think he's in. That scramble was for real. It was pretty serious. Wow. That was intense. Saw a lot of good Madden right there, even in just a half.
That was legit. 200. Wow. Dubs playing 200 and almost 300 games of unranked. That's legit. That's legit. He's in the 91 now?
W going with the 92 carry on the Manziel. That's what he was looking to go for.
Gotcha.
When he finally got in and switched to 96.
All right, we're going to run it back. Just run the whole thing back and pick it up. You got any mid-game, like you want to give the camera a talk, like what you're thinking, what you didn't think, just to get high level, or?
I'm going to take advantage of the flats a lot. In this second game, there's going to be a lot of flats, a lot of drags, for sure. Because I don't think he can guard that. And then I'll go back to hitting them deep.
And then how about his deep attack? Are those plays you've seen before? They just weren't ready for him?
No,
Or
those plays I've seen before. He won't get it again.
That was a nice scramble. There's a lot.
Definitely a nice scramble,
Yeah.
One of the best scrambles I've seen so far. I mean, with the spy, too.
Since my eggs this morning, that's one of the best scrambles I've seen.
Yeah?
See what I did there?
I do see what you did there.
All right, we got to run it back for the fans. I have a 10 o'clock curfew, but I don't care. I'm cool. I'll run it back. I'm just going to watch. Night Train Lane has been laying some lumber. Have you thought about any concerns about him laying big hits?
No concern.
Team-wise, what did you finally get, like, guys in positions that you wanted with RB subs?
Yeah.
Like, you're using the peppers.
Backs, I'm trying to see which running back is best for the route out of inside cross. Once I find out which running back is going to run that route the most consistent, then
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of
Do you have the Marshall Faulk?
on EA Sports.
I do not.
I'm Larry Ridley.
You don't have the best
I have-
backs for
I have Jamal Charles with, like, 88 route running, and then I have
Charles is good
Chris
as well.
Johnson probably has, what, 86 route running?
84 maybe.
Giants come into this challenge game knowing
You definitely don't want to go Bo. The Marcus Allen is okay, I believe.
reaching all
The Boss Rod Woodson is amazing to me. I do think the Combine Pat Pete is very good. And here is the Rod Woodson boss starting the game off with a bang, bringing it back all the way to the house. W with 3 big TDs so far in this game. So we're distracting Boogz. Big spin right there up the middle, and Woodson goes back on special teams. I've always wanted to be able to throw deep, Rodney J. I've always wanted to be able to throw downfield, but yet to be able to get it, to find some good plays.
The Jamal Charles you have is a 96 Jamal Charles?
Yeah. 98 speed,
89 route. Jamal might be your best option. Chris Johnson has 84 route running, 100 speed.
Charles has 98 speed, 99 agility, 98 excel, 92 carry.
Yeah, 89,
93 carry.
89 route running.
Ooh, insta block shit up the middle from Jason Taylor. Not a guy you see a lot in the community. We'll have to, hopefully Dubby on his stream after the game will address why he puts him there and what he likes to do with that.
A long field ahead of him at the 10.
Second and 20 on that block shed sack there. Jason Taylor. Boogz has a lot to work with here now.
Plenty of time in the pocket here for Manziel. Rolls, goes up the middle, and
Big
Dez can't
Dez.
hang on in traffic on 2nd and 20.
Need you there, Dez. Need you there, kid.
Need him to hang on. Manziel with the roll upfield. Still got a good throw off. Gibbs, would you have been hesitant at all to start Manziel in the second game? I mean, obviously he's going to keep things the same, but like, are you at all concerned about with his 2 other guys?
No, for me it takes 5 games. Like it's like a 5-game thing. Like if I start seeing him miss throws over a course of 5 games, then that's like my benchmark. Okay, I'm gonna start avoiding him.
Gotcha.
Good little blitz.
Late
Nice to get
pressure.
there.
Super delayed pressure coming in off the edge right there, but it did get picked up barely, and it allowed for a nice throw across the middle. Picks up 18 yards to Dez Bryant to start the game. Makes it another 4th and 2, which Boogz has been converting on in the early game with quick throws, cross drags, flats, and then also not really running the ball in these situations yet.
4th and 2. Boogz
Picks the pressure up the middle with Johnson. He gets shedded by
Jason Taylor again.
Causing havoc up the middle. If you guys watched the first game, this is exactly how the first game went, but the opposite. There was a touchdown, a turnover, another touchdown, and it made it a game. So Boogz here faced some early adversity after taking a lead early in the first game. That was then tied at half. So we'll have to see how this game trends, but it's looking similar thus far. Manziel here on offense, making his adjustments, looking, trying to playmaker, make plays across the middle. Users coming in, and the throw is just off in time. Shout out to Will Empire for following the channel.
A lot of great crossing patterns right there from Dubs. A lot of different ways that Boogz had to go and user it there, so that was a nice little play on both sides of the ball.
Here we go with Manziel looking, throws deep in the middle of the field, and Johnson comes down with it. And that's an area of the field where the top players have been attacking in the red zone. We've seen Skimbo do it, we've seen Dubby do it, and it's been nice.
Yeah, we saw Skimbo make a living for it during his Madden Challenge run. One of the first guys we've seen so far this year attacking that tender area of the field. It's kind of an area of the field where I would say a lot of people have avoided this year. But the best players in the world, they're finding ways to attack that space.
All right, 1st and goal. He goes under center, and he hands off to Marshawn Lynch, who picks up that ground and pound style. You saw that line get the push.
They got the push. You know, it's a viewpoint of philosophy. Do you want the ground and pound yourself, or do you want the run stuff there in that situation? And you have ground and pound and Mandy.
Okay, that's what I have. Yeah. Yep, 2 things you don't really use all that much to consider changing in a future life, but this is where we are.
The exact opposite of what he would want. He would like long pass and zone deep.
Probably, yes.
Happy birthday to Falco183 in the chat. Falco had a birthday on old Monday.
Hopefully it was a good one for you. How old, sir? This Jason Taylor does appear to be doing some work out there. Generally, he's not a guy we like to go with, but here he's playing pretty well. As Manziel tries to do the back shoulder roll and get rid of the ball just in time, can not get it outfield, but doesn't take the sack. 2nd and 10 here for Manziel. The gun bunch weak.
I'll tell you, after this game, I'm hopping in the lab, and I'm going to try and check out the Cincinnati Bengals playbook and see how it works for me. I was actually thinking about the Titans playbook, too.
Titans playbook is really good. We got a nice breakdown from M-Stack, a dot across the middle to Michael Crabtree, also gives a stiff arm to the defense, and Manziel crosses the 40 yards passing mark here in the first quarter. 23-yard gain to Crabtree across the middle. Let's see here. He flips it to the left this time. He's going to send Calvin out wide. Snaps the rock. Manziel looking, scanning. Goes underneath to Davis. He breaks the tackle on Night Train. And Night Train's been laying some hits on the sideline right there, but Vernon Davis got the best of him.
Yep, Vernon once again making a big play for him. That's once again that quick little out pattern to Vernon Davis, having some success with that. We've seen him go to that multiple occasions, and it's been a huge little route there for Boogz.
Defensively, you'll see that 2 Night Trains on the field for Dubby. He's got dual Night Trains on each side. He really wants to get those big hits to the flat. I like that.
Why not? Why not? Am I right?
As Manziel sends the receiver in motion, snaps the ball, looks. As the spy starts to come in, Manziel gets rid of it here with 8 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Still plenty of time in this game. If you're Boogz, you're already in his scoring position. You know you get ball at half. Being down 2 scores, nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. If you're at home and you're playing, you're down 2 scores, don't fear it. Embrace it.
All day.
Embrace
all
it.
Day. DJ Mateo reporting that he will fly in the Bengals offense to S-Gibbs after the game.
Oh, yeah?
That's what I hear.
All right.
3rd and 5. He's already in field goal range. Doesn't want to take a sack to get knocked out. But when you're playing at this level, you don't really consider field goals. That's kind of a difference. Certain players, they don't really care about field goals. Like,
and you go for it. And you go for it. In most cases, you go for it. You know, you feel confident. Yeah, I can get 2 yards. Yeah.
I feel like you just shut down that field goals.
Me?
Not you personally.
Oh, me personally. I like taking points. I'm a points guy.
4th and 2. He's appearing to go for it. It's going to go hurry up as Manziel gets set back in.
Why you always got to come at me?
Trips to the right. Sends Crabtree out in motion.
Got him. Come on, Crab.
And Night Train
Come on,
knocks
Crab.
it loose.
Come on.
Turnover on downs there for Dubby.
Come on, Crab.
Takes over in the second quarter.
Tough break right there from Crab. What's Crab? Let's take a look at his Crab stats.
Crabman's good. I'm guessing that's probably Easter Lane, though, against the Crabman. 99 Crab has 100 catching traffic, so if you're going anywhere, that's where you're going.
100 catching traffic. That's tough.
That's the guy you want. As Dubby goes with the playmaker underneath, and the big hit almost gets there. 2 for 3 for Manziel so far for 20 yards. We've seen Dubby go deep downfield. Let's see if he has the lead here, if he'll take it slower than he did in the first half.
Both players using the gun bunch formation to attack the field. Oh, there's that play right there. Great user right there.
And the overthrow deep. Good user. He ran all the way with him downfield. He went to the deep corner route across the middle and was able to overthrow it, as I think Cromartie would have had a beat on it. 3rd and 6. Let's see. He goes underneath. Deion Sanders breaks the tackle. And that, folks, is why I called Golden Ticket Deion Sanders overrated on this stream earlier tonight.
For zone coverage, sure.
For tackling.
For zone coverage, yeah.
For tackling. That's not good. Okay. The difference between the Night Train, which W is using, and the Deion Sanders could have been a first down right there. You don't know. We don't know. All right, here we go.
Good user.
Manziel chilling in the pocket. Chilling, fight, and J.J. Watt is screaming, but as he comes in, the throw gets off, and Chris Johnson picks up a huge chunk of yards across the middle.
Yeah, that's a tough user right there for Boogz. He actually did a great job hanging on the sideline, waiting for that Chris Johnson to kind of bounce and hug the sideline. Unfortunately, he got playmaker back inside, and that's just something you can't see. You can't see the full screen there in that situation, so tough break there for Boogz.
Takes it down to the 2-minute warning here with Dubby with the ball in the red zone, up 14 so far. Reminder, guys, this is the second game. First game was tied at 21 going into the half. We had disconnection, so we popped it back on. These guys are going to run it all the way back as opposed to just playing the second half in the first half. It's going to be a full game, so plenty of time for Boogz to come back. He gets the ball at half. Just needs to get a stop here, but Chris Johnson's making it tough as he cuts back in and picks up a big gain. He's going to go with the hurry-up offense. We'll see if he waits at the line of scrimmage and lets it run a little bit, or if he tries to go with the quick snap style offense. I know my style, and I think he's employing the same style where he goes with the hurry-up so you don't think to take the timeout, but then you sit at the line and let it run down. So he's been good on the clock. He was good on the clock at the end of the first half of the first game. He managed his timeouts pretty well and got a shot back with the ball. And here he's doing the same move, hands off, motion snap inside. Chris Johnson goes in for the score.
Now, remember, situation, we said the same thing. You're down 14, manageable situation. The game is still within grasp. There's a minute 16 to go in the first half. You're down 21. You have all 3 of your timeouts, and you're going to get ball at half. You have to still think, even though I'm down 21, for anyone at home, look at the situation and have confidence. Say, yeah, I'm going to move the ball down the field, and I'm going to score. I'm going to get a touchdown. There's going to be no time left in the half. We're going to go to the second half. I'm going to get the ball, come right down, score again, and I'm going to be down 7 points.
It's got to be 21-14 next time Dubby touches the ball.
Next time Dubby touches the ball, 21-14.
Got plenty of timeouts.
Yep.
And that's all you're thinking about at this point in the game.
That's the only thing you're thinking about.
As Manziel drops back, looks across, goes downfield to Odell. Can't get separation from that Rod Woodson. As Manziel here, 6 for 11 early in this game.
Yeah, so right now, fully what I expect there from Dub, he changes into more of a full man-to-man style defense in the cover 2. He can't get beat deep downfield, so it's a little more conservative style defense. You see the alignment here? It's telling you, yes, again, he's in that man-to-man style defense. So Dub's playing a little more conservative here as we get towards the end of the half.
Here he goes to Calvin across the middle. That's that nice pass lead. Once again, he throws that down and inside pass lead. I would guess it's about 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock on the stick. Allows you to keep the safety out of the play, and you just have to click on, be real aggressive, and make a play here.
Beautiful pass lead right there on that play. Play we saw Skimbo used to perfection in the Madden Challenge this year.
Indeed. Takes a timeout here as he's approaching midfield. Minute left in the half. Plenty of time if you are Boogz to get downfield and score. Here's Calvin Johnson, gets motioned out. Manziel looks across the middle, and he goes deep down the sideline. Toe taps, but does not get the animation needed to keep his feet in bounds.
Right idea there by Boogz. He uses motion to try and avoid that press situation. He gets a favorable matchup with a cover 2. Unfortunately, Calvin Johnson can't hang and keep his hands down. Wow, Night Train Lane.
Does not stay in bounds, but an interception right there, flat from Night Train Lane. Wow. Cuts it off on the quick out.
Night Train Lane making a play for Dubs right there. So right now, ball on the 43-yard line. You're going to do everything in your power here to hold him to 0 points because you still can get the ball at the start of the half, still getting into manageable situations. So right now, hold him to, you can't even give him a field goal for most situations here.
Gonna keep it going. He's going deep downfield, and the sack goes in. The ball is out, but he cannot scoop it up.
Hey.
And Dubby takes a timeout there. 2nd and 22. That's the play that you needed right there, but no recovery, unfortunately, for Boogz on the defense.
Absolutely the play you needed right there. 2 verticals.
Underneath, he sends it.
Come on,
picks
Dansby.
Up some games back, but Dansby can't make
Get
it.
some pop in your back,
you
kid.
want to see a Derek Brooks in the field or an Anthony Barr, somebody like that make some plays. 3rd and 11. He goes with the gun bunch also. Sends 3 out to the left. And he's going down
Beautiful
field.
route.
A great route there to Cooks, who gets out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Great route combination in there. Floods the defense downfield. Easy pickings right there for Dub. Ball on the 5-yard line. He's still coming out in gun bunch. Still showing the gun bunch look.
Let's see what he decides to go with here. 1st and goal. Drops back, goes deep, but can't hang on.
I like the idea though. I mean, that's the attacking the defense in the red zone at the back corner of the field with a high point pass. Like very safe, conservative play because the defense can't make a big play on the ball. But gives you an opportunity to make a play.
So he ran out of this formation
Get there,
earlier.
Bob. Get there.
And he can get through the line, but can't close it out here. There's 26 seconds left. Boogz takes his last timeout in the half. Got to make a play on 3rd and goal. You got fullback Poe in the game. Chris Johnson, halfback. Could be the dive toss combo from goal line, it looks like. And Manziel just sneaks it in for the score.
All right, Johnny Manziel. We saw him scramble in the last game. He's making some big plays for Dub in this game. Dub's had some great route combinations downfield. Boogz has been in some situations, 4th down, some tough spots early on in the game, and right now Dub's got the big lead. All right, Farls, talk me through it. I know you've been through it before. I know you've been down. You've probably been down like 35-0.
No, I think I've been down at least 28-0 though.
And you've come back and you've won games. Have you won? You've never won a game down 28. Going into the half, let's say that.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, tell me.
Maybe against bad players, yes. Against good players, though, I've been down before. It's been frustrating. It's been on stream. People have been making fun of me in the chat. It's been challenging. I went down, I think, 21-0 to Dubby. I had a 4th and 1 I went for that he stopped in the backfield. What I did, though, was I'd never played this defense before. I tried to learn from it. I was able in the second half to really
go up and get it.
Slow down his offense a little bit. I think I maybe only gave up 7 in the second half, so I think it was like ended up being 35-28. So I battled back. I felt much better about myself after that game, even though the first half didn't go my way. It wasn't a full scheme domination. It was more of just like I didn't get 2 big downs that I needed. Where he certainly made plays. He shot through and usered, but same thing happened. I played SD White or SDW. He's very high up on the leaderboard. And it just didn't go my way. Like, when these games, when you don't get a drive early, they can spiral out of control.
Yep.
And it was all just kind of fighting, seeing what else I could learn and do. So that's the challenge.
I mean, you look back in the early part of the game, where it's, I think it was ball. I think I think Boogz was down 14-0, and the ball was in field goal range. It's 4th and 2, open slant to Crab. He did have a defender on his back, like heel, so the defender was able to make contact with the receiver. But you throw to your 100 catch and traffic receiver, hoping he's going to make a play in that situation. Heater right there from Dubs, but
I think what he was trying to get right there was
a sack and
a
then
sack with a second left on the clock.
Right,
I kind of like that move. I like that he pays pretty good attention to the clock.
Yeah. He makes really good adjustments. I'm seeing him change up his man-to-man defenders on guys. He's running the same like shell up top and then the same shell from the defensive line. But he's doing a really good job of changing his like interior defense, his linebackers, his outside corners, and dropping different zones, man up against different guys. It's making it really difficult for Boogz to key in on open receivers.
All right.
I bet you're going to start seeing him send a little more pressure this half, is my guess.
Going the more accurate Peyton Manning in the game, better traits. He's got B across the middle, but
wow!
You put in the more accurate QB, he overthrows the rock.
Just barely.
Never really seen that.
Wow. That's tough.
Stuffer's going to go with the 4-3 under on defense. Try and slow it down. Those 2 turnovers, costly so far, along with the turnover on downs. The big difference in the game here so far is he goes with Chris Johnson, motions mount to left. Here, watch this play. The pressure, the corner out right there. This was something that's pretty good. If you play man against this guy, he carves you up pretty good. He's going with the Titans offense.
Yep.
In the Brain Trust, we have some Titans offense from M-Stack. It's been one of our most popular playbooks for our community that have learned some plays from it. So he's doing it completely different, but he's got a lot of nice concepts.
Titan bunch.
That are getting open. The patience in the pocket, too, I think is something that's pretty unique, too. Here, Mean Joe Green gets a block shed, forces the bad throw.
Big mean.
Right there. Do you feel like you have enough time to block people, go look for deep downfield concepts? I know you really like to do that cover 3 beater.
I
from, like,
swear I
close.
find that like I've never
curl streak.
Yeah.
Corner.
I feel like when I play the best players in the world, like I don't feel like I get a defense like kind of like both Boogz and Dubs are running like in this game where you have time to sit and be patient. I feel like I just I've been playing like when I play Problem, like he gives you 0 time to do anything. Like,
Right.
It's a staple. It's the MO of Problem's defense. Covers 2 style defense up in your face and just send 6 at you. And like it sounds like much easier to beat than it actually is. But yeah, I mean I find I have a lot of time usually to at least go 1-on-1. You know, you can block guys and go 1-on-1. That's the one thing about facing pressure.
3rd and 12. Patience across the middle. Hits that route right there to Calvin Johnson. It gets a first down here. Takes it into the red zone.
Yeah, another beautiful route right there. The late corner with the motion is becoming a big play for him.
Shout out in the chat. We've got Rodney J. He's saying he just checked out the Robert Woods ratings right here, and he's pretty nice. Needs the interception off the tip pass, but doesn't get it. But if you guys are looking for a good budget receiver, make sure to check out this Robert Wood. 95 speed, 96 spec, 95 catch and traffic, 94 route running. One of the more balanced receivers in the game.
What do you think of that McLean? What do you think of the McLean as being a rounded?
As a well-rounded,
Yeah,
90
like he doesn't have the great speed, but like overall, like 88 zone, very good. 88 zone on the McLean, very good.
Pretty good.
Good hit power, good block shed, good tackle pursuit, good ball player.
Good route right there. The kind of what I see the top players doing as well as high point passes where they go like shorter, where they throw like shorter and it's comeback routes, and then the receiver kind of turns, goes up and gets it. I find those to be like pretty legit. The McLean, let's see.
The best players always do something. They're always doing something that the rest of the community isn't, and that's obviously what
Right, and then
makes
you
them the
play
best
one
players.
and they do it, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
What is that? But this McLean right here,
I'm just saying, as a well-rounded, like, he's one of the best linebackers in the game when it comes to everything.
yeah, he's got good block shed, good zone coverage.
Now his speed, where it's funny because you look at them like, yeah, it's a little slow, but
Yeah, it's a little slow for peak middle linebackers, which are at about 92, 93 right now, if you really want to go for the fastest. But there's so many linebackers at 88 in the middle that have good zone coverage and play rec that the 90 is a nice little mix between the two. So, yeah, Manning going deep downfield, trying to make a play.
Odell Beckham.
Just trying to do anything. Manning.
So right now, the quarter's 3 deep. 5 up top is looking to be really effective. And when you think about it, you got all these corners on the field. You literally have 7 corners on the field. That makes up for a lot of things you want to do in terms of pass coverage. Great little user right there by Dubs, but a better pass lead by Boogz. It looks as though on that play that Dubs was going to, his user was going to the sideline pass lead. Dubs had an up pass lead, which led him upfield, which caused the confusion there. Good little route right there from Boogz.
Takes the snap, looking across the field. Manning's going to roll.
One
He's gonna
time.
go
That's a
downfield,
Kobe.
one-on-one. Michael Irvin, rack catch,
Kobe.
touchdown. As Boog gets on the board in this second matchup. Remember, guys, we had a first game that went to the half. It was 7-0 Boogs, 14-0, 14-7, 21-7, 21-14, 21-21 with 5 seconds left in the first half. And then the game froze. So, crap! We were 21-21 in the first game with the freeze at the half. Second game coming out. This one's been in Dubby's favor so far. Boogz does get on the board, though, there. Makes it 35-6 with the field 2-pointer.
Your boy Crabtree has let him down all game long.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
Crab's not in my lineup at this moment.
Get rid of him.
He's good. He's very good. But I choose... I don't really play 3 receivers, but I choose Hines Ward because I block the guys that run the ball. But, I mean, he has 100 catch in traffic. He's my highest rated receiver. He would be the exact guy I would use for that role. But I don't think of what I use. I use Dez and Calvin and then a tight end.
All right, this Titan Books has this interesting tight.
So
there's the crow.
That's where man coverage and Cromartie do things, and having Mandy Kemp, I feel like really matter, and so that's why I go with that.
Titans playbook has the tight flex. It's really interesting right now. We're seeing Dubby change up a little bit of what he's doing offensively, going from different formations.
Nice curl. Ooh,
Looks like to be smashed. Looks like they've been smashed with a hot smart route.
yes,
Or Texas, so there it is. But it's the same
hitch.
idea. Same idea.
That's nice. Gets a free release with the smart routed hitch, and just throws the timing.
Dub's showing great depth of his playbook. Going to that, like he got man-to-man on the last play. He comes back to a play that's just going to torch
This is
it.
going to be the curl.
Titans bunch.
The curl with the watch this, the halfback on the skimbo.
Okay.
If I had to guess.
Nope. No. Is it? Yeah. Oh, so it's just that was verticals.
Yes, that's how he beats man. Golden ticket Landon Collins making a play on 3rd and 5.
So he
That's
runs.
since I played dime cover 2 man all game.
Right.
That's all I saw from Dubby.
Yeah.
So I've never seen all the other plays he would run against zone because Boogz runs zone. So now I'm seeing those plays, but we did that battle and that dance
The whole game.
the whole game. And in the first half, he got me.
Yeah.
In the second half, it was more balanced. He still got me a lot, but there was more.
He's going to it again.
So I had some better coverage.
I like this motion that he does here. The late read to Calvin on the post or the middle of the field, but everything looks locked.
Bottled.
Locked.
He's sending the spy in.
Pick it
and
off.
could have used the pick, but they're 4th and 5.
All right. Let's get a TD on the board here. TD on the board. Crazier things have happened, man. That's all I'm saying.
I like it. I like Boogz fighting, man. It's a position I've been in. Don't
You
envy
fight
it.
to that. You fight to the end.
Especially when you had quite the game. I mean, I'm so bummed that the first game
Yeah.
was fire.
Everyone saw the first game. It was good. 2 things I want to do after this game. I'm gonna check out number 1, the Bengals playbook. I had already sort of made my mind up. I wanted to move to get legs. Get legs. I already decided I potentially wanted to check out the Titans offense, but I definitely got to check out more of this quarters 3 deep. Quarters 3 deep looks tough.
Indeed.
All right, 2nd and 10, ball on the 20. Boogz in the Giants, looking to put some points up on the board here against Dubs.
Goes upfield.
Come on, Odell.
Odell hangs on. They're getting like more animations than I've seen like all
Out
year.
animated, getting out
No, but
animated.
I've been never even
Probably
seen
because
some of
these
this
guys'
stuff.
ratings are bananas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool though.
it's kind of good.
3rd and 10 here. Peyton, no motion, quick snap sort of. Rolls, goes playmaker. Goes downfield to Urban, bad throw.
4th quarter and a blowout. Let's see if we can get this.
Gonna go for it here on 4th and 10 in the 4th quarter.
You don't have to say it that way. I'm anxious to see how this game ends up and how
Back
Right.
to that gun bunch week. You know any other playbooks that have the gun bunch week, Gibbs?
Gun bunch week. Every playbook in the game.
But does
For
it
the
have
most
this
part.
divide play?
KC has it.
The quarterback's picked up on something.
Uh,
Change of the play here.
Gun or empty bunch has it as well. Dot.
Couldn't get the feed
Oh.
down for Odell though.
Come on, Odell. The Dolphins playbook has the empty bunch, which has all this stuff. God, I love the empty bunch.
It's good.
Great little set. Great little set.
Yeah.
Great little
Is
set.
it as good though?
Not since the patch, but
Because the motion snap.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it was a thing of beauty. Beautiful.
Yeah, you like that. That's pretty good.
First down at the 20. Johnson out.
Chris Johnson taking it off the edge right there.
So, Farls, you're in one of these games. What can you learn about yourself? What can you learn about your game? What do you do in these situations? How do you play?
It hurts. I'll be honest. It hurts. You know, you've competed on this level before. Boogz and Dubby played before. Boogz got the win in the first time.
Oh!
Trip to Burbank. No doubt the revenge has been on Dubby's mind. He's got his chance. Losing hurts, man. It's
Nothing worse.
It's something I've never really dealt well with. Just because you think of all the things that could have went your way that didn't go your way, the 4th and 2, or should I kick the field goal? Or you second guess yourself, or what if the first game had just gone through? Like, it stinks. Other than it stinks, I guess it just makes you hungrier, and it's like I'm not gonna
Right.
do. You know, I guess it makes you. Some people it makes them want to play less, but I really feel like it should make you want to play more. You know.
Yeah, I think that's what makes competitive players competitive. I think, why is Problem always the top of the list? Why is Mo over there? Why is Boogz always there? Why are these guys always showing up and competing? Because when you do lose, it just makes you want to play more, want to lab harder. You know the game's coming out, a new game will come out, and this year I'm gonna get in the lab and I'm gonna be the guy that wins it this year. That's what's about.
And as Harpua said, I don't know what's worse, playing in the game or playing in the game and listening to Gibbs and Farles talk about what a blowout the game is. Yes.
Harpoo. Oldie but a goodie, am I right? Odell Beckham. I would also just like to say, in this game, how many one-on-one aggressive catches have we seen all over the field? How many have been caught? There was that one to Taylor Mays in that first game.
Which was a matchup win.
Yeah.
And the Gronk. The
Just
Gronk was a coin roll.
I just like to bring that up every now and then. I like to bring it up.
Oh, as far as aggressive catching being an effective way to throw downfield, these guys have been way more effective when they throw it to the open receiver as opposed to the guy who's in coverage.
You mean like that right there?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. When it rains, it pours, Boogz. Oh. Yeah. But you know what, guys? See this man's still got a smile on his face. That's what it's all about. You come under the lights on National Live Internet, and, it can happen. Dang. Who laid the hit on him there?
Because Kendricks?
He's giving the receiver some new
Here he
instructions.
goes downfield one-on-one, cuts it off. Pat Pete.
There
and
you
that's,
go.
That's the Pat Pete,
That's the
guys.
Pat Pete.
It's Pat
Hanging
Pete's
with
real
Cooks.
good.
Hanging with Cooks.
Cooking with Cooks. We got John Madden, little speed boost.
Not being fooled.
See, and that's the thing is, you make a golden ticket Pat Pete. Do you need to make him faster?
No.
No, because Brandon Cooks is probably the fastest guy in the game. Don't really need to make him faster.
Right.
So you just need to make it a little bit. I don't know, give him some other categories.
Before the 2-minute warning here in the fourth. Manning out of the gun. Down the field.
Get there.
Dodge
Go.
Irvin. That Irvin
Let's
play's
go.
been big.
Some heat.
All right.
Okay.
Going for 2. We're going for 2. Going for 2. Let's go. We got all 3 timeouts? We do. We do. We need some little onside kick magic.
This will be epic.
What would you do? Good play. No. Oh my goodness. No, nothing will go his way. Nothing.
Maybe Indomitian Sue.
That was a nice kick, though.
That was pretty good.
Wow.
Recover that onside kick.
Tecmo is now the fastest, but he literally lacks the agility to be considered a decent item. So, I don't. Once again, we talked about it a little bit, but I don't think you can use them all that much. That's the golden ticket Dion right there. This bow is one of the fastest, but lacks some stuff. Landon Collins in the game. This Dion's out there, not tackling. Right there.
Pick that.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that was a beautiful user play. That was a thing
Ed
of
Reed?
beauty.
That's Ed Reed.
Beautiful play. You got clicked on there late, but you still made the play. That was great.
New Ed Reed in the building, and then Johnny Manziel's been benched for Peyton Manning. Boogz had about enough of Johnny Manziel.
I'm worried now because I was like, I was really big on
I thought he
him.
was the guy, but I saw with my own eyes him miss some throws tonight.
He did. Indeed, he did, Farls.
All right, Peyton looking downfield's gonna take the sack.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous.
All right, Dog Pound.
They can do everything.
Thanks,
How about
man.
that play that time?
Have
Peace
a
out,
good
Dog
night.
Pound. Take it easy, man.
Gets to the
Maybe catch you on the scope tomorrow.
Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
All right, Peyton can't get the rock off. 3rd and 22 incoming. Top game. Good to see top players. We saw
Third down.
Lights Out and Zan combo up on TWIM 187 to play some high-level competition. We saw Problem on TWIM 188. We saw... Speaking of people that have taken beatdowns, you lost basically by the same score last week. What was it like? How did it make you feel? Not good, right?
Doesn't make you feel good.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Been there.
give that defensive front a lot of credit, man.
That I would say the biggest thing about it is
On third down, and they get back to
once you can get over, like, once you get over the fear of people saying you're like they think you stink,
Right.
or like you're a bad person or you're like a loser because like you just lost to someone by like 20 points in the game of Madden. Like once you can like literally as a person get over that,
Right.
then it doesn't matter. And I think that only comes with time and experience. Like because the less you play the game, the less you are known in the community. Like you become self-conscious of like who you are in the community.
Right.
So I mean, I think for a guy like Boogz, like I'm sure he's lost games like this before. Things didn't go his way. Like how many lab games where he's played hard or played someone and it probably lost like this? And it
And
happens.
it's just not on stream where it's just like
Yeah.
you don't care because you're learning something.
It happens. Everyone's
Right.
lost before, and everyone's lost in situations where things just did not go their way. Things did not go their way this way. Not to take anything away from Dubs, because Dubs, from what I've seen, has played a perfect game. Like
Yeah.
his reads are great. His defensive adjustments are impeccable. That adjustment he had at the end of the half, where he put his outside corner on a flat, beautiful,
Yeah.
and got the pick, beautiful.
Right.
But yeah, it's just like it doesn't feel good, you know, because the thing is you go read Twitter or you go read anything after and everyone's like, oh, you're terrible. Oh, am I? Am I really that bad? I'm playing someone that's one of the best in the world. That's what happens. You compete. Get out there, make a play.
Right.
Oh,
And
okay.
if you ever
His
get-
Crabtree makes the
And
play.
if you ever get to the point where you don't want to,
Is it? I think
if you
it
ever
might
get
be
to the
his.
point where you don't want to compete, where you feel like, because you feel like people will like make fun of you or be mean, then that's not the point of this community, and that's not why we're here, and that's
That's
not why
what-
we do what we do. So.
That's not the point yet. This community does not do that. We do not do that, and that's the community that we're trying to build. And together, as to build out competitive Madden and like to push this thing forward, like we all have to come out and support everyone that is streaming, everyone that's playing competitively. We come out and support these streams, and we thank these people for putting these shows on and entertaining us. So, shout out to Boogz, shout out to Dubs on this. Let's check the replay though. Who caught that ball on that last one? We know. Was it Crab? No, Brandon Marshall. Okay.
I was about to say. It's crabby and things.
Go. Can we get to that early or late second, or it was second half, I think, or maybe when Crabtree dropped that quick slant? It was like fourth down. That was like the game. Like that was the game.
Also,
like,
quick reminder, guys, after the show, you can head on over to Dubby's stream. I'll put the link in the chat. We'll host it, and he'll give you his thoughts on what he was doing, what Boogz was doing, the adjustments he
maybe
made from
it's
the
not
first
a-
game to the second game.
4th and 2. It's not going to
so head
show
over
it.
there.
Yeah. That was tough because the momentum.
It wasn't super open, but
He was open. He should have caught the ball, man.
it wasn't open.
He had a step on him.
Not in mud. It wasn't open.
He
If
caught
he
the ball
had
and
caught
then
it,
dropped
it would have been. It wouldn't have been fortunate. It would have just been like, okay, yeah, he caught it. That's a good play. Whew. But it wasn't
Yeah.
like, wow, he's wide open.
That's
It
what I'm
was
saying.
just-
Yeah, he should have caught.
Yeah. No, you had
No,
to throw it.
I'm not
It wasn't
saying
I'm not saying it was a bad read. I'm just saying
No.
like it wasn't like, oh my god, I dropped a wide open.
No. I'm not saying he dropped a wide open play.
Right.
I'm saying he threw to an open receiver who, in my opinion, should have caught the ball, but he did drop
He wasn't open.
it. Yes, he was. The defender was trailing him. He passed him upfield. In a lot of situations, he'll catch that, get tackled, and we'll move on.
It was a 2-man interaction, and
Yeah.
he was close enough to make it a 2-man interaction.
Sure, so there's some risk there. You know that he could drop it, but in my opinion, in most cases, he catches that ball.
Right, but in the first game, he threw open to the flat and like cut up.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Right.
were like open.
Yeah, those were open.
Like
yeah,
it was
for
a
sure.
man read, it was a man interaction. It was like pretty normal.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, that happens. It's football. It's football. You can catch it.
All right.
Good game, W. If he in the.
Yeah, he stopped by the chat. He
Yeah,
said good game. He said the
yeah.
return started the run for him.
Yeah, that return was big.
Yeah.
That return was real big.
What was the changes from this first game to the second game? Did he do anything different or?
He kept his safety in the center. The deep center safety. He kept him in. At first he was the first game he was bringing him down a lot or putting him in flats and yellows and stuff like that. But he kept him in the deep blue and made other adjustments to just guard the underneath stuff. And that deep blue safety was playing pretty good on certain routes. And then once he got up, it was a matter of me just pressing and trying to force the deep ball, trying to strike quick. Sometimes, that can cost you in a lot of cases. Sometimes you should just keep playing the game like it's 0-0 and just slowly make your way back into the game. But I start pressing and force him trying to go deep and get strike back quick. So.
I had one other question, but I forget. Have you faced that defense before, like the 3D? It's pretty popular.
Yeah.
Like
I played it before, actually against him, but it plays totally different. I've never played it against Mud.
Yeah.
And so I'm still relatively new to the Mud, so it plays it's a really good defense for Mud.
Yeah.
I like it a lot actually for Mud. I don't know how it plays against the run because I don't run the ball, but I think he does a good job. From what I can remember, he does a pretty good job of stopping the run out of that formation.
Indeed. All right, dudes. Let's head on over to Dubby's stream. He's gonna, I believe, do a giveaway and talk a little bit about the game from his perspective. So we'll let him host and take over, and then we'll be back next week. So guys, make sure to follow the channel. You can catch all the action you missed on youtube.com/ZFarls. Start of the show was fire with Boogz giving up a really nice red zone tip. So we want to say thanks to Boogz for coming on the stream tonight. He didn't know he was coming on TWIM until about 7:30 tonight. Hadn't used the lineup before, didn't have his playbook, and so we just kind of sprung it on him. And then I said, "Oh, by the way, you're playing Dubby, who you played to go to Burbank."
I told him in the car on the way over. I was like, "Hey, you're playing someone. Farls set up a game." He's like, "Oh, you did?" And I was like,
I didn't
I
plan
was like,
that
oh,
until
you
like
didn't.
literally
you didn't tell
7:30
him?
tonight.
Oh.
I was behind on planning, but I figured it was a good game for the community, and two good dudes locking up. So we'll head over there, and if you guys have any more questions, you can always tweet us, and make sure to follow Boogz channel. It is twitch.tv/OG_Boogz. So make sure to do that. All right, dudes, we're heading over to Dubby's, and we'll be on this weekend and then next Wednesday night for This Week in Madden. Lock up.